or on those two, I think.
Well, it's gonna be Cookie then.
Hey, Tosspot's here. All right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let's see. I need to have a secondary thing open here. What the hell was that? Oh, that's you, Puddin. Thanks for the resub, dude. 70 months, and you're on a 20 stream streak. Okay, then. Yeah, that's what it says. Let's see, open the Twitch. What do you mean it's 2 for you? It says you're on a... Yeah.
Remember that Loria is an Italian battleship with crazy big guns. Twin turret.
It's tough. It's tough to get past 3. I 100% agree with you there. Okay.
Something like that, but they're so.
Gotta watch them all, right? All right. I'm gonna set this one to lower quality. Save on bandwidth. Yeah, I'll try to be quick with. Okay, good. Squizzy, Black Duke, hello. Because you've got the stream up too. That's gonna be my guess. Okay, so YouTube is working as well. I think. Yes. All right. Get this. We can put that here for now. I have to handle like new window arrangements. Wait. What? Wait, huh? Oh, okay. I'll close out of this one. All right, I gotta get my beacons lit. Oh god, I'm being called. Hold on a second.
Very nice play there. Matter of fact, if somebody can take a moment and clip that, I'd appreciate it. And the builds. One thing I want to draw people's attention to is Revenge's Vermont. I really like what he's done here. We've seen this before. So in slot 5, he's using the unique upgrade. Now this is in place of concealment module. Let's face it, Vermont, you're going to be spotted and you're slow. So even if you are spotted and manage to go dark, you're not going to sneak up on anyone. And what you get for it is better reload of your main guns. If I remember right, it also buffs anti-air, which doesn't matter in a competitive environment like this. But the big thing is the reload buff, because in slot 6, that allows you to take the accuracy module, because you don't have any accuracy in slot 3. So you're pumping out more shells, and they're much more accurate shells at that. So that's cool to see. With what they've got right now is Petropavlovsk, that's Cookie, gets wrecked by the Kremlin. Oh, and more shots from the Moskva. He just stops broadside and looks at them. And takes all the damage and dies. That's a huge early first kill for Shah. Pushing ship. Kremlin getting involved, overturning. Andy goes down, there goes Stinky Feet, trying to get the torpedoes off. And they will connect, but it's just not enough. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a win. We have Germanus in a Moskva, but that is a,
Battle starts.
ouch, ladies and gentlemen. It's a COTS ready build. No captain skills whatsoever. At least he brought upgrades and flags. You know, there is a mod called Tournament Ready, and I always recommend.
You miss things while playing, being shot at, doing things.
It's Shimakaze! Oh! Spotter as it takes a torpedo early.
Because next play should be go to Donuts if he survives the Nova.
Nope. I was gonna say his next play should be die to the Nova. Because
But see, this would be one of those, like if I do a different character, because it's so exciting.
Oh!
The Bungo goes down.
Big hit there with 2 deep water torpedoes taken by Heinz Libertad, who finally decides it's time to get in there and use my secondaries.
Oh, you mean his HP pool?
That too.
And he just sails right out, because that's what you do?
Well, he's got to give a broadside to the Novo. That's what you got to do.
Nova AP is not a thing?
lines with another huge kill.
You mean another huge death?
Hey, he took 2 for 1. That works well for him. That's a good trade. In a Guilty's other side here, Hitmark just barely dodges a torpedo as Nicey Nader takes one on the tip. And that he's possibly, yep, he gets pushed outside of the smoke because he's on a sticky flood. So that impacts his engines. So now he basically presents himself and says, "Here I am." Realizes he's screwed. He's opening up now. Oof. Jocker right there with the AP. Nicey Nader knows it's all over for him. At this point,
Well, it's going to be Cookie then Wolf unless Patre shells.
they both go down at the same time.
Well, Cookie went down first, so I was right.
Okay. But the Kleber backed up a bit. It's on. Engines are out. Torpedo. With a broken engine, Andy dodges that torpedo.
Like a professional.
And we haven't talked about the Loria pick yet. Puddin', why Loria?
Because you hate your team?
Loria is
They got reset on D as he popped
Yep.
his smoke.
remember that Loria is a Italian battleship with crazy big guns. Twin turret. What he's like? 480s, 510s? 510, right?
Yeah, something like that, but they're so... They're like wonky is not even the right way to describe those guns. They're just bad.
They either hit or they don't. And they will hit when you're facing a Loria, but when you're using a Loria, they will never hit a damn thing. You can't
Pretty
use...
much.
You can use...
Sounds like the San Martin is getting his funny button charged up.
Look at Andy. Look at Andy. He's going for it.
Oh, the club?
The Kleber. Krieger sees it now, hits W. Can he get the torpedo strike off?
No.
This is really not necessary, but fun to watch.
It is totally necessary. Like, there's been nothing dramatic happening.
And that forces Tree Krieger actually into torpedoes, other torpedoes, and Andy gets the kill. Very nice play there. Matter of fact, if somebody can take a moment and clip that, I'd appreciate it. And the builds. One thing I want to draw people's attention to is Revenge's Vermont. I really like what he's done here. We've seen this before. So in slot 5, he's using the unique upgrade. Now this is in place of concealment module. Let's face it, Vermont, you're going to be spotted and you're slow. So even if you are spotted and manage to go dark, you're not going to sneak up on anyone. And what you get for it is better reload of your main guns. If I remember right, it also buffs anti-air, which doesn't matter in a competitive environment like this. But the big thing is the reload buff, because in slot 6, that allows you to take the accuracy module, because you don't have any accuracy in slot 3. So you're pumping out more shells, and they're much more accurate shells at that. So that's cool to see. With what they've got right now is Petropavlovsk, that's Cookie, gets wrecked by the Kremlin. Oh, and more shots from the Moskva. He just stops broadside and looks at them. And takes all the damage and dies. That's a huge early first kill for Shah. Pushing ship. Kremlin getting involved, overturning. Andy goes down, there goes Stinky Feet, trying to get the torpedoes off. And they will connect, but it's just not enough. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a win. We have Germanus in a Moskva, but that is a,
Battle starts.
ouch, ladies and gentlemen. It's a COTS ready build. No captain skills whatsoever. At least he brought upgrades and flags. You know, there is a mod called Tournament Ready, and I always recommend...
You miss things while playing, being shot at, doing
Watch
things.
this
you know?
Shimakaze! Oh! Spotter as it takes a torpedo early.
Because
Close
next
finish.
next play should be go to Donuts if he survives the Nova.
Nope. I was gonna say his next play should be die to the.
Okay, I am so sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, City Slop, you guys are amazing. I've been I just got a phone call from our realtor, so I was trying to answer that. Look what got caught in our nets is City Slop. My goodness, dude. Tier 3 again, a resub. Thank you so much.
Oh, you mean his HP pool?
That too.
I didn't even get a chance to look at the poll. I saw you created a poll, but I've been trying to look at other things, and she's probably going to call me back in a minute. I'm so sorry, guys. As you know, we're in the process of moving, and well, we went and looked at houses yesterday and today, and we've got a realtor that we want to work with, and I think she's very excited for us because she understands our needs, and they are very different needs to what her normal, buyers have, right? We found several. Sea Bear, welcome back. We found several City Slop. We're just not 100% sure which one we want to make ours. You know how that goes. Price is a thing, but there's also so much else. Oh my God, I completely forgot. We have a hype train going. Let me see if the yeet thing works.
Go to
Do I even have anything?
Twitch.tv/Lord_Z88.
151cc container. I think that's the right.
Something in chat.
I think that's the right giveaway codes. My God, I gotta look at this. There's so many things that you don't think about when it comes to setting this up. It's, the man cave, yes. More so. Okay, I need to do 15.2cc container code. Give me a sec. I'm gonna download these. Yeah, because the other ones are the ones no, I didn't. Do I have codes still? I think I do. I think I do. Codes? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. I do. We'll find out. There you go, Joey. That's true. Yeah, no, I got them. I got them. But yeah, so it's not so much man cave, it's a stream cave. And it's Burnt. Goodness, Burnt with 5 tier 1 subs already. Helping us along in our hype train. My goodness. Hey, Schmidt.
Something like that, but they're so.
Hi, Big O. Oh my God. Okay. I didn't even get a chance to post that we're live yet. And now Taro is still awake. Taro, dude, I thought you were going to be asleep by now. All right, let me just do a down and dirty. I'm just gonna do a down and dirty thing here. Just so I can get this posted on the Discord that we're live and stuff. How have you been, Big O? Smog lives, that's right. Smog does live. Yes. Mohican. Thank you for the resub for 2 months at tier 1.
And that forces tree
Oh my God, the poll ended in a tie. Shocking.
All right, what were you saying, Big O?
I said I'm good. I'm still running a Walmart account out of Bedford, so I'm not complaining.
Oh, good. Okay.
I really like what he's done here.
All right, sounds good. Yes, but Zath tell us a story about the drive. What is taking so long? I have popcorn. Wow. Okay, thanks, Puddin. Nice poll. I like the poll.
What? I could have been worse.
How could it have been worse?
You're talking about me here, and I'm still trying to keep this YouTube and family friendly. So
I appreciate
with
the
that.
efforts. Okay, we're at level 4 hype train. Now you guys know when we get to 6, if we get if we get to 7, we celebrate with special dirty water. We continue giveaways during the hype train, and we look to extend the stream. I'm already planning on extending the stream because it's almost already stop time back in Chicago time, but I'm in Arizona time right now, so it is 4 p.m. local. And I already arranged with my dad that we're just going to do leftovers for dinner. So there's no big rush to end the stream necessarily. So that
I
should be
thought
good.
that was a tier 5 type train.
It's when I think, if I remember right, it's when we finished level 6. So that's why I always tell people at the start of level 7, like, that, then you finish 6. I believe that's what we usually do. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, please. It's been a while. It's 1 a.m. by you. Okay, so it's
What,
also 1
me?
a.m. by Tiro then, too, then. Yeah. Getting late for y'all.
That's 6 here, and you're telling me it's 4 o'clock at you?
Yeah. It's 4 p.m. here. Yeah. It's 6 p.m. U time. We're 2 hours behind in Arizona.
Now
Aw,
I know why you
Compass.
really moved.
Why? To be 2 hours behind you?
Yeah, so you're not getting up at the crack of dawn for cots now.
Oh, it's going to be even worse. What are you talking about? Now it's going to be, I'm starting the stream at 4 a.m. for COTS. What
Oh,
keeps,
oh.
what keeps the hype train going, City Slob? Subscriptions, gifted subs, bit cheers, and a whole lot of drugs. Hey, Ted, how's it going? Oh my God, buddy.
Hey, Zach, quick
Yes.
question.
Yes.
I might have missed it. Why the move?
What?
I said, I might have missed it, but why the move?
A lot of things. One, weather sucks in Chicago. Two, Dad's getting older and I wanted to be closer to him. Those are the two big reasons.
Okay.
Not necessarily in that order, but weather sucks in Chicago, man.
Oh, trust
Burnt.
me, I'm from Jersey. You know that. It's the same there.
Oh yeah,
What do you mean
exactly.
it sucks? There's only 2 seasons: winter and construction.
That's right. That's right. With a little bit of summer, spring, and more winter sprinkled in, and not in any particular order either. I'm on the run. Yeah, that's right, Compass. I am running away and telling everybody where I'm running to. That for a second. Oven is being turned on full blast in Phoenix. Yes, that is true, Hujam. That is true. Sometimes the same day for 2 to 3 seasons, right? Hey, Eternal Grudge. Put to be favor, shout out at Eternal Grudge for me. And City Slop, thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. I appreciate you helping to make the hype train bar go up. I missed you. I missed everybody. It's been like, what, 5 weeks since I streamed? It's been like 5 weeks, I want to say, since I streamed. Guys, check out Eternal Grudge. She's a lot of fun to hang out with. I got to meet her in real life at TwitchCon. And she's just, how can I describe her? I'm gonna say that she's homey. How does that sound, Eternal Grudge? Homey? Does that work for you? Oh,
So not
God.
a big ball of wax.
No, that works. Yeah. I still think it was funny I got you to say penis on your stream. The only thing that in Phoenix is they provide sun exposure times with the news. This is true. A lot longer than that, it seems. Well, I missed 2 weeks for Greece, and then I came home, immediately went into packing mode, and I had to cancel my stream on that Friday. I really didn't want to do it, but I was looking at everything and I said, guys, I can't get this done in time. I need Friday. And thank God I did. The Babylon Project was a dream given form. At least the TwitchCon trip is only a few hour drive now. This is true, Hujam. This is very true. Can't have Thanksgiving without turkey and Greece. I see what you did there.
Did you meet up with Chaos?
Oh, yes. We met up with Chaos. We had a good time. I'll tell you what. Let me press the button here. Let's get this thing started. Where's my... Wait. I'm down to 2 monitors, guys, so I have to, like, search for everything. Okay.
How do you live?
I don't. All right. I'm gonna stop that. City Slob with 100 bits more. Thank you very much. Continuing our hype train on level 15 with a minute to go. We're at 13%. Dude, thank you so much for doing that, City Slob. Okay, let me press. I brought all my equipment. So in theory, you should be seeing me now. Yeah? Hey, there we go. What's up, everybody? So I'm in my dad's office. I've taken over his desk. Like literally taken over his desk. He has a laptop over here, the printer over here. I shoved that out of the way. And I said, out of there. Oh yeah, he used to love those like die-cast, those model cars and stuff. So he's got that behind me. He's a big Corvette guy, so you can see those are pictures of his Corvettes that he owned in the past. And so I'm here. We took over the desk temporarily, of course. The Babylon 5 shrine has been packed up, Trapper. It is currently sitting in a pod that has made it. Oh my God! Hold on a second. Getting another phone call.
And kill the Des Moines.
Like, you can't afford the RAM.
Nope. And I love how Graf is using AP now. Oh! Execution by D Squarius, who bumps him on the rear as a way of saying "neh," and even rubs his butt into him.
Well, once again, thank you to the Petro for not.
Vermont is looking directly at him. So that means he cannot come out completely broadside. He's got to turn in. And he is coming pretty broadside. And that just happened. Oh my God. Somebody clip that. What the?
Ow.
I mean, really?
Why do it all sounds like villagers in Minecraft?
What's the point? That was the point.
I'll be honest. I do this because I'm seeing people good, and I'm going, I would have had them. I could have had them.
On Flibby's Lenin, he takes 3 of them, despite having that torpedo warning system. Ouch. And there goes the engineer.
Okay, sorry about that. Where? How's my? That straight? Whatever. Well, Mrs. Zath, give us a wave. She probably forgot she was on camera. Compass Rose 1. There you go. Ted, 35 stream streak. Look at that. Am I available to Merc tonight for clan battles? No, I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay, let me stop the let me stop this autopilot here, and we'll go back to this screen. Okay, we're back now. Although we're in commercial break, so some of you guys aren't seeing things. So anyway, that was my realtor. She scheduled a showing for a house, and she's like, I'll see you there in 5 minutes. And I'm like, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to leave right now. she's like, okay. Gaelic, thank you for the sub, man. 41 months of subbage. I really appreciate you, dude. Gaelic has sailed back to shore. A subscription you've gifted as we ask no more. With your welcome back cheer and a mission in sight, you'll learn and you'll grow with all of your might. Oh, the places you'll go in this digital flight. Let's go. Okay, so you guys are still here in voice chat, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. I had a list of things that I wanted to talk about, but I want to start with the very serious thing, and that is the fact that many of you guys know you resubbed and you still got ads. Maybe because they started out. Tell me if you see. Well, you can't even hear this.
Refresh the stream if you just sub.
Yeah,
That's what you have to do.
Is the music loud? Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear my music.
All right. I'll pause it for right now because I do want to talk about a serious thing here. Gaelic, everybody else, you guys still in commercial break, or are you all done with the ads right now? Let me know. And what I can do, you know what I can do? Oh, let's put the music back on, but let's just drop it down so it's just like a little bit in the background there. All right, music is not good. Gaelic, you said it's done now. Perfect. What Puddin said is if you sub during an ad break, it doesn't just automatically stop the ad break. You might have to refresh the screen to see it or something like that. So anyway, I want to talk real quickly.
Real
Yes.
quick.
Yes.
We got about 10 minutes, so I don't know how long this serious talk is going to take. Because I'm almost at my next store.
No, do your next door because we'll figure it out. I don't know. So just do your thing,
I
and
can
we'll,
listen in. I just won't be talking.
that's fine. Don't worry. We'll sort it out. So there's three things I want to talk about with you guys. First and foremost, I think is very important. We lost a hey Ken Dog. We lost a really important member of our community, and that would be Kevasib. If you guys haven't been paying attention to World of Warships news lately on places like Reddit or the DevStrike forums or various Discords, most of you guys have probably found out. But in case you haven't, Kevasib was streaming just a few days ago, complained of back problems, and then quickly abruptly ended the stream. I don't know the exact cause, but unfortunately, he passed away that night. That's Kevasib. He played World of Warships. He streamed World of Warships for a very long time, and he mostly did tier 6 games. He didn't really care for high tier games much. He played tier 6. He played Ark Royal a ton. He was just an overall good guy. If you didn't know him, it's okay. It happens. There's plenty of people out there who stream the game, play the game, are on YouTube, all that good stuff. But I do want to take a moment. I brought my dirty water out early to start the stream off with an appropriate cheer to Kevasib and a send off. So Kevasib, thanks for everything you've done for the community, my friend, and I hope you rest in peace and keep playing World of Warships up in heaven, my friend. Anyway. And the music is perfect in the background, Trapper. I agree. I just felt it was important. I needed to mention that at the start for people who don't know. I've had a very strong relationship with Kevasib. I'd hang out on his channels and stuff. He'd shout me out all the time. He's always friendly. I think once or twice he rated me. And so, you know, I'll miss him from a more personal level. But I think it's important. And many of you guys are here right now, and it's so special that you guys are here because I think it's important to always highlight. You never know when something is going to stop, something good, something bad, whatever, but you never know when things are going to stop. So for the good times, the good memories, the good people, cherish them because you just never know when is the last time that you'll see them. Hopefully, you know, we never see anybody go, but it is a fact of life. So, there we are. With that, let's move. I got to turn that stupid thing off. Hey, Chermosh. Thank you. I've missed you guys so much. I really have. I got to turn off that raid thing here. Give me a sec. Let me get that done. Other things that have been going on real quick. Geez, I went to Greece. Big O was asking, did I go and hang out with Chaos Machine? The answer to that was 100%. Hell yes, I did. We had a great time. I hung out with him, and I also hung out with Voodoo Popeye, who Puddin knows. Let's see, this one. I can
You hung
turn.
out with him?
Yes, I hung out with him.
Oh, God.
Voodoo Popeye, for those who don't know, is the you saw the pics? There you go. Still waiting on the postcards. There you go. So Voodoo runs the Super Test program. He works for World of Warships in the Belgrade office in Serbia. And during the CC summit, I got to meet him and hang out with him, go drinking a lot. And me, him, and Chaos, the three of us, we spent a whole evening together, and it was awesome. So when I said I was coming back out to Greece again, and Chaos happened to be in one of the cities that we were stopping at for on our cruise, we just had to stop there. Who got smashed? Nobody got smashed, City Slav. Of course, nobody got smashed. But yeah, so we hung out with Chaos Machine in his home city. He came out, met up with us, and walked around, had some coffee, went up to the top of their little fortress thing. And then he took us to his house. I actually sat in his chair. I don't have anything ready for replay analysis stuff, but I actually sat in exactly just coffee. He was on the official streams, both on NA and EU, talking about because they're opening up the Super Test program stuff, the Super Test Academy. So we went into his house. I got to sit in his chair. and showed me his equipment, his stream room, and all that kind of stuff. And I got to meet his mom. If anybody knows Chaos Machine streams, his mom is a fixture, right? Exclamation point mom in his stream, and you get to see her say "unbelievable this." So I got to meet her. She was the nicest lady. I got to meet his sister. His brother-in-law was talking with him today on stream. I don't remember if I met the brother-in-law off the top of my head. But no, that shouldn't affect your wiki editor application at all, Pac. So that was a lot of fun getting to hang out with him. We just enjoyed life together. And then the next day, Voodoo got in the car and drove down to Thessaloniki, which was our next cruise stop, and we went on to the Velos, the Fletcher class destroyer that was sold to Greece at some point. Guys, I had no idea that the ship had played a part in the overthrow of the dictatorship of Greece. I thought that was really interesting. Really interesting. Yes, and then in Athens, Chaser, my wife and I did go and saw it's Averos, something like that. Yeah, yes, we went and saw that, and that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. So we did that for a couple weeks. It was a cruise, a celebrity cruise that we did, and drank a lot of alcohol, ate a lot of food. Pockington, you guessed, and I saw some of you guys, all others guessing in my Discord, how much money would we have spent if we bought all of our drinks outright for celebrities' prices? Now, they're $19 for a premium wine, $19 for premium, most of their premium drinks and stuff like that. They've got regular drinks too. They've got coffees. They've got specialty coffees, all that kind of stuff. Bottles of water are included, all that. And so every night we had a spreadsheet. Okay, we had this many wines at dinner. We had, all this, totaled it all up. And we were talking over $3,000 we would have spent if we had bought everything outright. So we got the drinks package for, I want to say it was like $600 a person. And then we did an upgrade. I think it was like it came out to like $1,500, $1,600, I think, for the drinks package, but there's Wi-Fi included too. So it's hard to math it all out. The point is we came out on top. We saved about 50%. That being said, if we got on the shore and went to a bar, we would have probably paid half the price for the wines and all that anyway. But what we didn't think was going to be so special was eating at the MDR on the premium drinks package, because when you go to the MDR, the main dining room for dinner, you've got 3 different servers, right? You've got your main waiter, you've got the waiter's assistants, and then you have the sommelier who helps to pair wine or other drinks with the food that you ordered. So he started getting to know us. We started getting to know him. And so every night he would just walk up and he'd pour us a glass of Pinot Noir. There's a Chilean Pinot Noir that was really good. That wasn't on the menu. He just knew that they had it. So we went and we grabbed it. So we started with that. And then he would always bring a different wine based off of, if the wife had chicken, if I had steak or something like that, we'd pick those up. And that was great. That was wonderful. We had a good time with that. And then at the end, we'd have some dessert wine, some port or something else. So if you think about it, at dinner time, that's four wine or 4 alcoholic beverages at $19 a piece. At just at dinner time. And then you add on, she didn't think she'd like martinis. Well, guess what? She started liking martinis. We went to the martini bar. I got a martini. She got a martini. We'd go to the show. We just pick them up and drink them up, bring them over to the show. We would get I'd get like a espresso martini, like after going out all day before dinner. We went to this place, Cellar Masters, where they have like really nice different wines, and the lead bartender there would make us all kinds of stuff. It was incredible. I would say the experience makes it worth it for the drinks package. Although I know a lot of people say, it's not worth it or whatever. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. One day we were on a day at sea going from, I believe it was Thessaloniki to Kushadasi, Turkey. And I told my wife, I said, because she's worried about motion sickness, I said, we're going to go to the very top level, the 10th floor, as far forward as possible. There's a lounge there. And we're going to sit there and just see, can you handle the movement of the ship? Because it's moving more because we're in open waters. So we went up there and we're sitting at the bar just chilling. And the bartender looks so bored. So I said, can I get a rum and Coke? Sure. And he says, what kind of rum do you want? I said, well, I don't know. I don't know any better. I just drink whatever. He's like, well, do you want to sip the rum or do you want it in with the Coke? And I'm thinking, well, it's a rum and Coke, so put it in with the Coke. He's like, okay, well, all you want is Bacardi then. So he just poured in the Bacardi. And I said, well, I got the premium package. Do I want something better? He's like, nah, if you're mixing it with Coke, just put it in there. And I'm like, he looks kind of bored. So I said to him, I do have the premium package. Can I try some other rums that you have up there? And he said, sure. He pulls out 7 glasses and pours 7 different rums into the glasses and then tells me about all of them and what to expect. And I got to have my own private rum tasting at this bar up at the Forward Lounge. It was so cool. He was such a nice guy. He made some awesome drinks for us later on down the line. And it was just, you can't beat it, Compass. It was just amazing. Definitely a highlight of the trip. And it wasn't something I would have expected. And of course, if I didn't have the premium package, it wouldn't have happened. I got to sample so many different rums, so many different whiskeys. It was so awesome. It was great. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to go back again. So that's story number 2. Story number 3 is the drive down. My first ever road trip with the wife. I've made the drive down before to Phoenix from Chicago as a passenger, as my dad drove. I'd never done the drive myself. Now, Hujam has seen my car. He knows that I drive a Subaru Outback. The cruise line was Celebrity Cruises, Compass. It was the ship was the Infinity. It was really cool. Old ship though. It was like 2004 commissioned, 04, 06, something like that. It's old by standards. And it felt old, but it still did its work. Although it did break down, and it broke down in early February, so a month before our cruise, and then it broke down last year, like July. For like a week, it got stuck in Kustasi. So it was unfortunate for them. So anyway, we drive a Subaru Outback, and there's so many tech things that I didn't even realize were that helpful. One, it's got adaptive cruise control. We set it to 65 miles per hour. If we get behind another car, it automatically slows us down to match speed until we change lanes or that car speeds up. So that makes it really easy. You're not constantly changing your cruise control or engaging, disengaging, and all that kind of stuff. And the other thing is it's got lane assist. So if you start to veer one way or the other, it'll bump you back into place. So if you're kind of a little bit sleepy, it kind of wakes you up. But more importantly, like when you're fighting winds, like heavy winds and stuff like that, it comes in handy. No, I meant 65, Hujam. Before the trip, I was doing a lot of work with AIs, ChatGPT and Grok mainly. And I planned out the trip, how many miles it is, where we should stop for gas, where we should stop for lodging, where we should stop for rest breaks, and how fast to go. And the one concern that was brought up with the Outback is the transmission. It's a CVT, the constant belt transmission. And the concern is if you drive higher than 65, up to 70, 75, 79, like you said, Hujam, you're really heating up the CVT fluid to the point where you can cause irreparable long-term damage to the transmission. So it recommended 65 as kind of that sweet spot of speed, gas mileage, and protection for the transmission. So that's what we just did. We just set it at 65 and we didn't care. Passed left and right, didn't matter. We still passed a couple of cars, not many. But what we did see, though, was we saw the same truck pass us 4 times on 2 different days. Because they blow past you, but they're going through gas so much faster, they have to stop to get gas. And then we pass them while they get gas, and they blow past us again. Or we go to our hotel. We start the next day at 6:30 after breakfast in the morning, and we go, and like 10 or so, they probably get on the road. So we see them at least one more time during the day. It was crazy. But it was a very easy, comfortable ride. And I got to say, I didn't think the Outback was such a good car for road trips, long distance driving. but it was really cool. And I gotta say, we went from before the trip in Chicago, just driving around at home, 32.3 miles per gallon on our trip computer. 32.3 miles per gallon. Okay. When we drove to Dad's, when we got to his house on day 3, 34.5 miles per gallon. 34.5. We gained 2.2 miles per gallon. It's a 2019. It's more concerning with heavy loads and lower gear applications. That's right, Hujab. Absolutely. So the AI kept giving us concerns about uphill climbs, like when you're going through the Ozarks, or of course the mountains on day 3, and the fact that the car was loaded up half with stuff. This monitor, you guys, the camera, my stream lights, my PC, my microphone, my 2 stream decks were in the car, along with I had popped out the 5080 graphics card because I was concerned about, flex and stuff like that from bumps and possibly worse. So I pulled that out, and I also had my 3080 Ti as a backup. So I had all of that stuff, and then the wife had her monitor in there for her office, and so many other things, clothes, all that good stuff. So, the car was about half full of stuff, and that stuff was sitting in the car for a month because we took it when we packed our pod, our moving pod. We took all of the stuff that we knew we wanted to take to Arizona, and we put it in the car so we wouldn't accidentally put it in the pod. You know what I mean? That'd be oops. So, yeah, Hosen, if you didn't hear my response, it's a 2019. You did a couple 12-hour trips on Outback, super smooth. Exactly, our Mac. And good to see you, by the way. Missouri Ozarks are your old stomping grounds when you were a kid. Nice. I actually met up with Sir Jimbo Baggins. I met up with him in Joplin, and that was a lot of fun. So that was great to be back. Cheers to you and everybody else. Here you go. There's a shout out for Jimbo. Because he also streams. Guys, this is Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Some of you guys remember my dad's girlfriend's ex-husband. Think about that for a sec. Actually, commercial break. Dad's girlfriend's ex-husband used to collect whiskeys and all kinds of alcohols. I know I lost you there, right? And so she doesn't drink. So like 3, 4, 5 years ago now, I don't remember how many years, we went over to her house and we cleared out her liquor cabinet. We just took everything out. Anything that was still good, we took. Anything that was not so good, we just dumped. And so I've got this glass. We just opened this bottle of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. And it is the bicentennial edition, a special edition of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. The bicentennial edition. This is from 1996 was when this was bought. 1996. It's still yummy. It's still okay. The cork was dead. It was all cracked and stuff, so I had to get it out carefully and stuff. JP, hello.
Why didn't
Classic.
you just rehydrate the pork?
Dude, I had it on its side. I put it on its side like a year ago.
Right.
Did not
Wow.
work. Did not work. But that's okay.
Should have added more alcohol to the whiskey.
I'm sorry, what was that, Puddin'?
Should have added more alcohol to the whiskey.
There you go. There you go. You're a vodka fan? I like vodka too. My wife doesn't like me on vodka, but I'm a big fan of that. And Classic, thank you for the sub. You test whiskey for a living now. Oh, that's nice. I will probably hit you up for recommendations later. I'm still working through that alcohol cabinet. We're gonna go to Costco probably tomorrow or something, and we'll maybe get some more. You are retired. That's right. I didn't know if you meant like you actually, have a little side gig or something for that. This deserves a Whitaker's. Thank you, Sergeant Sully, for your tier 2 sub. Really appreciate you, my friend. So yeah, so we made the drive down, and ever since then I didn't even tell you guys about my house. Okay, bonus story. The house. So we wanted to get everything out of the house. We wanted to get it fixed up. We wanted to get it cleaned, and then we wanted to leave and put it up on the market. All right. So we had it all scheduled out. You guys know me. I'm pretty much a stickler for timings and stuff like that. We had it all scheduled out. Well, the painters showed up on Friday to start doing work. You take a drink from the bottle you're planning to send you. Damn postal freaks. Cheers. Ah, there you go, Mohicans. And thank you again for trying, man. I appreciate that. I'm so sorry it didn't work out. And if you need me to reimburse you for the postage, just let me know. It's fine. Or the bot. I don't care. It's fine. Anyway, so the painter started on Friday doing some stuff. And they said, we'll see you on Monday. This is over Easter weekend. So we'll see you on Monday. Okay. Monday comes. Don't show up. What's going on? Text the painter. No response. Call him. No response. Finally, in the afternoon, he tells me we had a flooded basement we needed to fix as soon as possible. I get it. It happens, right? And that's obviously more important than, putting some paint on a house that's going to be up for sale. So fine. I said, we'll be out tomorrow morning. Cool. Okay. Well, tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning hits. No painters. Call them, text them, email them. No response. I heard 0 from them all day Tuesday. I heard 0 from them all day Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I start calling other painters, right? I got to get this house on the market. I got to get these things fixed. Thursday, just as I have a new painter coming in to give me an estimate, the original painter shows up. He's like, do you want me to leave? I'm like, no, I want you to finish the damn job we had you start. So they did that, and then they painted the exterior finally and cleaned it. It was a mess. A mess. Okay, Mohicans. Well, thank you. You remember, yeah. For those of you guys that read the announcements, you get it. The thing is, that Tuesday of that week, we were supposed to have the cleaners come. We were supposed to have the cleaners come to deep clean the house. Well, they show up, and they said, they were so nice. Because they said, if you really want to, your house isn't painted yet. This happens all the time. We'll come back next week. And I said, well, are we screwing you guys over by taking up time next week that you could be, I told them, I said, we already scheduled you for now. You're here now. I'm okay with having you guys do the work and paying you because it's not your fault that the house isn't ready. But they were so nice. They said, we'll come back next week. So we got them scheduled. But unfortunately, it meant we were a week delayed in getting out here, right? So that means Rerun Channel was off for another week. I'm not streaming for another week. 5 weeks, right? But I got the cleaners, talked to our realtor. The realtor agreed to pick the price, the asking price up a little bit. Just because I was so frustrated with the painters, I said, I want to make 3,000 more from this because of that. So I just kicked it up by $3,000. And then she comes in to take pictures. The house is immaculate. It's immaculate. I pulled down the oven and her jaw drops at how clean it looks on inside. It looks like it's never been used. Everything looked brand new. I said, the cleaners did such a great job. I told them, I said, you took my house back 6 years when we did our remodel and everything's super nice and clean and brand new. So the realtor calls me and says, you know what? Your house was so clean and so well, done with the paint outside and everything. She said, why don't we raise the price again? I said, okay, what do you want to raise it to? She said, let's raise it by another 10,000. Okay. She's like, we can always lower it later. So we raised it by another 10,000 and we put it on the market on Friday. We have the open house on Saturday. And we got an offer Saturday night. Wow. Amazing. So gift subs by Elbozy. 10 gifted subs. Elbozy, thank you for the gift subs, by the way. But guys, look at the pictures of TV. That was him when he peed. Now you, am I pointing the right way? Yes. Now you're seeing him eating out off the plate. Thank you so much, Elbozy, for the 10 gifted subs. Eternal Grudge got one. Look at that. Dead Horse Quest. Sea Bear. Oh, Chaos Machine, the Kinky Man got a gift sub. Ted got a gift sub too. Let's go. Ted, I know especially is appreciative of that. Ted hangs out a lot on the channel and stuff. So I'm glad, Ted. Now check that out. No more commercials for you. That's awesome. Thank you again, Obalzi. So the house, we got to leave the house. We got to leave the house driving down to Phoenix, knowing that our house was under contract. How cool is that? How cool is that? So it went through inspection last week. They did testing, and then it's going to be appraised this week, and hopefully everything works. The new owners are excited for the house, and they want to move in. And the realtor said, "Well, if everything's done and you want to move in earlier, let's go." Hope my offer is not contingent. No, it is not a Compass. It is a clean offer. I think they're renting, and now they want to buy a house or something like that. Burn, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm so sorry that we started late today, but because of the condition, because of the situation, uh-oh. Thank you, Bert. And I think I saw somebody else subbed earlier. And I don't know if they wanted it to come out there or not, like publicly. So I'll just say it like this: if that was you, you know who you are, and thank you for resubbing, and that was really nice of you. So appreciate you. So anyway, because of the fact that we're in such good shape with our house already, probably going to be sold, assuming everything works right with the appraisal. I said let's hit the ground running in Phoenix. Let's start looking at open houses. Let's get a realtor down here and let's start looking at things. So that was the realtor calling me. She'd already booked an open house, or not an open, a showing for a house today, and she said, I'll meet you there in 10 minutes. And I'm like, I can't. I just started streaming with you guys. I can't do it. And of course, she called me right before I started streaming too, so I had to talk to her about stuff like that. But it's good. She's excited for us. Of course, she wants to help us find our home, our next home, for the next chapter in our life and everything. So lots been going on with me. Anybody want to share what's been going on with them? Feel free to post in the chat. I feel like I haven't seen you guys for like a month. I mean, some of you have been talking in Discord, but most of you guys I haven't seen in forever. So I'm glad to be back. It says prices are actually slightly going down. Yes, they are. House prices are going down a little bit. Yes, Gaelic, exactly. Can you post a photo here? Oh, Bozy, I don't know if you can. You're a VIP, so if it's a link, you can. K9, thank you. It's good to be back. I missed the hell out of all of you guys. Are you happy to see me? Or is that a rattlesnake? Ha ha ha. JP, leaving the house, moving so that I can, 1, be closer to Dad, and 2, be away from all the stupid weather that we get in Chicago. I'm sick of it.
He
I'm
left
done.
because of me. That's how toxic I am, guys.
That's the third reason, because Puddin. Yes. Puddin, aren't you doing clan battles now, or?
Well, they haven't formed the entire team yet, and
Okay.
we're gonna stick with that because the rest of it would be drama that doesn't need to get dramatized.
Do you want me to load your replay then?
Might as well.
Okay. Let me get that up. I have to get a couple of things into position here because I was a derp and forgot to do that. Find a new home that you both love. Take your time. Not be happy in the long run if you end up just settling. Oh, absolutely. Wife has said that. I've said that. We found a house today that we liked, but it's not perfect. No house is perfect, but there's things that we'd have to do. So it's all good. Can't play. You have replay. You need to do with Zath. That's right, Ujam. Whether exactly consistency is much better. Absolutely right. Classic. You hit the nail right on the head. It's hot, but we know it's going to be hot, and we can live around that for the most part. We can deal with it.
But it's a dry heat.
That's right. It is.
I
It
really want to
absolutely
punch
is.
somebody in the throat, whoever came up with that. 110, but it's a dry heat. Right. Yeah.
But it is a dry heat. Okay, hold on. All right, your game is loading up. Let's hit the button here. Giordano's is in Phoenix. That's correct. Giordano's is. What are actual house prices in the U.S.? The median house price I saw in the news was like $403,000, something like that. Phoenix is like second Chicago. It's a lot of the same restaurants. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, where is the this is it. Yes. Okay. Good. Because I'm on 2 monitors now instead of 3, it's a little bit difficult for me to sort out everything here. So give me just a moment to get these things hooked in. Replay render. Wait, what? Why is it not? There it is. Okay, good. Replay render is ready. And oh, there it is. And then build viewer. Let's see if that picked it up or not. It looks like it did. All right. This is my wallpaper right now. This is my background for right now until it figures out that World of Warships is here. USA is a big place. House prices are all regional. That is very true. That is very true. All right, there's the game. There's the game. Yeah, it's nice to have something to see instead of just a black screen, you know. It's not. It is a snapshot from your Indianapolis game. That's right, Bach. I thought it was perfect because you've got that view from the turret and everything like that. You can buy a house for 130,000 euros. We could too, but it's not going to be a good quality house by any means. It'll by definition be a fixer upper. All right. So, okay. Hold on. Do I have them? I think I have them. Give me 1 second. I need to grab my notebook. I brought my streaming notebook with me. And I got a pen. Let me get my notebook. 1 sec. Okay. So I have 3 notebooks. One of them is job, one of them is streaming, and the other one is, well, I made that just to piss Raptor off one time. Let's see. So I think this one is full. Looks like it is. So that's not the one. And I have things like my release schedule, like when I want to release various things on YouTube, stuff like that. Okay, this is not it either. Okay, so this has got to be it, right? It's the 3rd and final notebook. Yes, here we go. Okay. What is the date today? The 26th, right?
Yes.
4/26. All right. Blue's Clues. Handy dandy notebook. It's Zaz Clues. That's right. That's right. Parents bought the house you live in for $46K during the housing market crash. I bought just before that, so I got hosed, Puck. I got absolutely freaking hosed. But it's a house. It is what it is. Right? So, all right, this is Massachusetts. This is going to be a clan battle, right, Puddin'?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into our first replay then of the patch, the only replay of the patch cycle. Unfortunately, replay stream, whatever. I thought you had 3 notebooks for different types of whiskeys. I haven't tried that many whiskeys. I have. Hey, Darlith. Curious about the size difference between that European house and the U.S. one. So that's a good point too. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing replay analysis today. I don't know how many replays we'll get through. We'll see. I don't know about tomorrow night streaming Borderlands yet, but I know for sure I want to stream on Friday of next week. And I think is there a patch this coming week?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Yes, exactly, Wolfie. Right. Anyway, let's get to this replay. So this is Puddin' in the Massachusetts. This is a clan battle. So that's cool. Clan battle is being tier 8 now. And you told me something of a spoiler about the comp. And what was so special about the comp, Puddin'?
It's 6 Cleveland and a Massachusetts.
Yeah, you guys can see that kind of under your chat window. Thank you, Wolfie. It is a Massachusetts plus 6 Clevelands. Now, you said that you guys switched it up after doing... What was the comp before?
Well, the 2 Asia comps are like, 4 DDs, 2 cruisers and battleship, or 6 Cherbourgs and a battleship.
Okay.
Preferably Borodino or one, like whatever got banned. And then
Right. I saw one of those
now
got
it's
banned. Yeah.
restricted.
Okay.
So through the entirety of that, I kept joking. I go, why don't we just bring 6 Clevelands in a mass and just scream America?
Okay. And that's
So
exactly what
I
you
had-
did, huh?
I had to take over the clan battles one night because none of our regular callers were there. So
Okay.
I did handpick some of these guys. So we went with the 6 Cleveland's mass strat because they didn't think I would do it. So here it is.
Got it. Got it. Now, this lineup is interesting because the Clevelands, of course, have the radar. They've got the Hydro, so it gives them the tools necessary to hunt destroyers. And you had just mentioned the Asia comps having very destroyer-heavy lineups. It also has high rate of fire and decent HE burn chance and stuff like that for dealing with Shareborgs. I'm sure that's what you were thinking, right?
Well, there are no more Shearworks because you're limited to like one of them. So like that's all out the window.
Got it. Okay. But in any case, it gives you a lot of flexibility. And of course, in Massachusetts, this battleship, come on, right? The secondaries, the fast reload on the heel, and all that kind of stuff, and the decent armor. So Massachusetts is a great choice for a central battleship in clan battles, of course. Okay, let's take a look at your build then. So you've got our auxiliary armaments 1. Good, you guys can see this. Damage control, secondary battery, damage control 2, and then concealment. Damage control 2, because you don't want to burn or flood out, correct?
Yes, and this is like as you're gonna get down, you can clearly see I haven't played my mass very often of late.
Okay.
So like
And
this
why-
is probably an old build because when you look at the flags.
Got it. So you got preventative maintenance, you've got grease the gears, basic survivability, long range secondaries, manual secondaries. Now, when you do that, you have to give up one of these 3. So you gave up emergency or repair expert so that you could have concealment expert and fire prevention. And then when putting comments about signals, when you're talking about signals, 7 out of 8, meaning you were used to run this with the detonation flag, and then that got removed and replaced by the HP flag, which isn't automatically equipped. So when you go through and you see 7 out of 8 signals, that usually tells you that the ship was in storage for a long term and you just brought it out and forgot to check the signal flags. Both of you cleared 2 screen freezes in the past 7 minutes. I am sorry to hear that. Anybody else having issues with Twitch just kind of freezing for a moment? Let me know. So your flags, you've got ramming, fire reduction, flood reduction, heal boosting, secondaries, speed, and consumables. And obviously you would have picked the HP flag if you had remembered to double check the flags before starting. Oh well. Okay.
Well,
Now,
the best
I'm-
thing was some of the players forgot flags,
Mhm.
and one guy forgot a captain.
Are you serious? Let me see. I gotta see
Yeah.
this. I gotta see this.
I believe somebody said they didn't have a captain.
Uncle Boris in Cleveland has a 10-point captain with 4 skills chosen. And that's it. Captains are overrated. Absolutely. All right, well, let's get into the battle and let's see what we can see here. I forgot I needed all these little things because I'm out of practice. Hey, bro. I have to, do my screenshot. There you go. Hey, Elusive. Thank you very much, my friend. How have you been? Here, let's go. It's a clan battle, so we can get something like that going. That works. Rob, thank you for the tier 1 sub, my friend. All right, so you can see here the lineup. Montpellier, of course, is a Cleveland, but not quite a Cleveland because it does not have the 360-degree turrets that all the Clevelands have now. Oops. You're up against KSE. So they got Borodino, Otago, Baltimore, Talon, Bayard, Lipatask, and Orcon. Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
even they were giving us like, what is this? Like 6 Clevelands? Is that the new thing?
I saw they were memeing a little bit in chat. Well, it makes sense. Like, these guys have it set. They've got the radar with the Borodino, the Baltimore, the Talon, right, to spot destroyers. Fantastic and Orkan just murderize. Also, Orkan has radar. Murderize their destroyers. Bayard to just farm down whatever it wants to. That's a very good comp. And a toggle, of course, with the heals and flanking. Yeah, it's a normal comp, exactly. Wolfie, commercial break's over. Good, welcome back. Sorry about the restarts for you, refreshes. I was asking chat, anybody else having a problem where they have to keep refreshing the stream? I'm not noticing any dropped frames on OBS side of things.
Stream's fine for me.
So, you've got the bulk of people heading to the C cap. And you're calling
Yeah,
this,
I mean,
right?
it's typical deployment. Get C, put somebody at B, and two
Okay.
people kite A.
Okay.
You know, like when you're running in my opinion, when you're running a mean comp like this,
Okay.
just go at them.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, it's definitely the Murica comp. Murica!
well, they wanted San Diego's. I said no, we're not bringing Ron
No.
Burgundy's.
No. I mean, the Clevelands give you so much more utility with the radars and stuff. You'd have no Cleveland at B cap? The Cleveland at B, I think, is more just to discourage a destroyer from going in. Because you got
We've
the...
run a couple times with nobody at B cap. And that literally gives the DD the reign to just cut through the middle of B and come at you.
Okay.
So he's there to keep him honest,
Right.
right? Because, you know, the way most teams play this out is that, you know, the Southern go to A, the North go to B or C, and then you park a cruiser and a DD at B. And if you've got nothing there to keep them honest, they're just going to plow through you. Unless you're facing less skilled teams.
I mean, the fear of radar will definitely at least cause their destroyers to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe the Fantastic feels like he can play around a little bit, but the Orkan definitely wouldn't want to go to B cap until that Orkan knows exactly where all the Clevelands are.
Now, just in case they are doing a comp or push the C's, why two of them are going outside, they can cut in through the channel or keep going outside while the other Cleveland and me just shove into C.
I agree. It gives you a lot more flexibility in case a bunch of stuff happens to be right here, which is where all your radio locations are pointing. Square meter house is fairly small by US standards. And there's the Orkan.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Just at his radar range and your secondary range, so. Okay, the important thing is you got him to back off a little bit. And B is being capped now. There's the radar, it's the Talon. Look at this house, so much Murica.
Well, I mean, the 6 steerboard strat, we call it the Sex Panther because it works 60% of the time, all the time.
Okay.
But I mean, with us only seeing the DD, you know, like, hey, cut in, like you guys cut in, keep going, you know, 9-10. Saber and me are gonna cut across to B.
Toggle letting you know he was there the whole time. Yeah, I already wrote down Brown's Blitz as a possible name for this if it goes to YouTube. Interesting that Saber is not detected when shooting there. Ah, there's the Borodino.
But I mean, like, that's what I mean. It's like everybody's in a typical the way this game plays. You're two kiters. For them are at sea, you know, rest our hair, and I get underwater featured.
Of course. Nice, you got 3 hits on the Borodino and you did 0 damage. That's gotta feel good.
No, I scratched its paint. Do you know how much paint costs on a battleship?
Digital or
Exactly, a lot. You can't even afford it. But
gotcha.
like the game plan here is, we've got the Cleveland on B, so he can kind of contest it.
Mhm.
I go at such said Borodino,
Yeah, you're just
which
gonna
means
walk right at
Saber,
him.
which means Saber can go behind him because it's like, if I ram the Borodino, my cruisers have nothing to worry about getting blasted.
Mm-hmm.
This was a rush shot because I knew the island was coming, so it's like if I get anything, it's good damage.
Yep. I was gonna comment about how like that's a risky shot there, but you're right. I mean, it's you either shoot right away or you just give it up. So you might as well take your shot.
I mean, two
Fuck.
overpens is still like he's got to use a heal early, possibly, or it's less damage.
Pockington, I'm 100% with you. Clan Battles gets very dry and boring because the same comps, the same style of play, it just whatever.
Have you not watched Kingdom to See there, Pockington?
That too. Quentin may have to negotiate with the same painters. Oh god. Rip your Cleveland. Where was he? Oh, he's cutting away over there.
Yeah.
Well, you can still get
I
some
mean, we
cross shots in the
understand-
Otago.
Like, we understand it. We're giving up the spotting advantage, which is why it's like you need to go at them and just bring the fight. Get rid of the cruisers. If they
big
don't
thing-
have cruisers to support their DDs will eventually die.
The big thing I'd say for clan battles especially is if you don't get everybody all up in their face at once, you give them the chance to, reposition and then, react to what you're doing and then you lose. So I'm with you. Yeah, you get all up there in their face, you make them, react to you. And then
Now,
you just
because
take
we
advantage
are-
of it.
I mean, because we are technically down a ship, a ram is not beneficial for us at this point.
So that's why you turned away. I was just about to ask you that.
Like, we know where the Boro's at. Like, he's looking at me. Like, he wants to get rid of me, I want to get rid of him. So if he shoots me, whatever, he's not shooting any of the cruisers.
Sure.
We got rid of the Otago, we're still down 2 ships.
So, at this point, right, the Fantastic can still stealth torp you if you stop completely, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to utilize this island to potentially stop that from where he was last seen. While maintaining something on this burrow. The burrow was called out for, the focus fire. Like, if you have shots, hit the burrow. If not,
Okay.
shoot hit what you can. I told Saber to reverse into this cap like how he is now. That way he can just W.
Yeah.
Because now I've got a Cleveland on top, a Cleveland on bottom. Like, what?
I
One
knew
to
it,
the
I'm
south,
surrounded by
one to the
Clevelands.
north.
Keep firing, Clevelands!
But I mean, it's like, where everybody's going to come at because you own all the flanks.
Yeah.
The Bayard's going all the way up high, with the guys from A, and I'm thinking, well, we've got to get rid of this Talon, because
Yes,
he's
you
going to
do.
be an issue.
And I would say he's a bigger threat than the Borodino right now.
At the time, like, everything changes so quickly. Like, the only thing everybody could shoot was the Talon. The other thing is, I'm constantly saying it because people are constantly using AP. It doesn't have a heal. HE is your friend. Just burn it. If it's got a heal, then yeah, you need to be more wary of your ammo selection, their angling. But for this, if it doesn't have a heal, just burn it, guys. Like, just burn it.
Yeah, I was about to say
That'll
that, Pockington. Doesn't have a heal yet.
But I mean, even a battleship, just burn it. That way, your whatever spotting it doesn't have to be as close. Like, that extra 2 kilometers, big, especially against a radar battleship. But I'm telling them, like, yeah, like if there was a DD, I'd be like, yeah, keep your distance. I've got him face spotted.
Right.
Ship is on fire.
Well, once the Borodino dies, I think you guys have actually a pretty good advantage here. You're not healing?
I mean, the burrow's on the one on cap.
Yeah. Why aren't you healing right now?
I'm lazy. Do you know how hard it is to push some buttons sometimes?
Okay.
I was probably busy paying attention to something else.
The Zippo Brigade. Well, if you're calling, you're doing all of that too on top of
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
your gameplay. So,
You know, I'm on fire. I wasn't going to hit the repair for one fire, so there's a good chance I'll just let it burn out and then just heal that back.
mm-hmm.
You know, getting rid of this barrel gives us so much freedom.
Oh, absolutely does. That's what I was saying. Like, you know, you're really in the driver's seat once he's gone.
He's
There
going
you
to
go.
burn down. And now it's a matter of where are their two DDs? Like, I'm not worried about it because somebody's got radar somewhere.
That's right, because you got Cleveland.
You know, I believe these guys are constantly, I don't even know if they're updating their RPFs. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I see a Bayard. I'm like, yes, get rid of that jerk before he kills my Cleveland.
Sure. And your Cleveland got stuck bow into him. Of course you gotta sit it out.
Tree is in sight.
It is what it is. Like, we knew the Baltimore was low, which is half the reason I came out on top too.
Mm-hmm.
To get rid of the Baltimore.
Sure.
But, oh look, their DDs are still alive. We have map control. We have ship advantage. And their DDs are
Hey,
still
Bokako.
alive. Like, yeah, whatever. Get rid of their support. Now they have nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the minute one of them torps, we know generally the area. The minute one of them shoots, we know where he's at.
Of course.
You know, most of these guys are running RPF if they're not using, you know, the mod. So it's like,
I was just gonna suggest
You
a
know.
radar, and there you go. Both of them. Wow. Good radar.
and like, what's left to support their destroyers? Like, nothing.
Nothing.
They're not
It's-
going to be able to torp all of us in time.
Oh, it's already GG. Now, when Puddin said updating the mods, he's talking about this cone right here. This is showing where radiolocation was pointing based on when it's updated. You update it by hitting the V key, I think it's V, to bring up the quick comms. Maybe it's B, but whichever of those
It's
keys, you know,
By
it's
default,
B.
it's B.
It's B. Yeah, it's B. So if you
Like,
don't
yeah,
press
now
that,
we
it
just-
doesn't update, so it's always pointing at the last location. So if they hit the B key and bring up the menu, it would point then to its closest target.
You know,
You
I
would
mean,
go to F1? What? Interesting.
whatever you bind it to, as long as you know what it is and you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, but now you get to just have some long-range gunnery practice for another 10 seconds.
Yes. Love shooting French DDs at range.
Hmm,
Like dreams do come true.
alright.
You guys ready to watch all these shells miss? Well, they'll miss because the game's over.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll still be in flight. Yep, they are. Well, I mean, it's a solid game, and this reminds me of one time when Kraken, we took all Puerto Ricos because we were just pissed off and wanted a meme comp, and so we just took all Puerto Ricos and just laughed to the bank as we won easily.
Now, I mean, like, you know, as you can see, we're still Storm,
Mhm.
right? And KSE is, you know, Typhoon. So it's not like we faced a bad team. We immediately stopped this just so we can keep the 100% win rate with the Cleveland strat.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Jeez.
But I mean, that's the thing. If you go all one ship, it's you have to you'll have to shove it at them.
You absolutely do. Well, let's go ahead and
Alright.
pull up the replay render here. There it is.
You have fun. I'm off to
Doing
go
clan
ahead.
battles now?
fun and clan battles. Yep.
All right, Wolfie. Hydration request. Thank you much. So what do you guys think for a title? I have Browns Blitz. If you guys think of some other one, feel free to share. But you could see I'm looking at the original deployment. I think it worked out pretty well having that Cleveland in the middle there, just making sure that there was nothing going on B. I do agree with SAT's comment about losing some of the DPM and stuff like that. Pockington, yes, I did play the high DPM brawls. My wife even said, "What the hell is going on?" Because all she heard was click, 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 you know. Hey, Andrew, Dad's doing fine, thanks. And we didn't comment on it too much, but I do like how both of the Clevelands were in a kite-away position. I do feel like Tomahawk was a little bit too deep with that kite spot. He should have been kind of like about right there. That way, the two Clevelands are both spotted at the same time, so that one isn't focused down to death like he is right there. So that's an oopsie on his part. When you're kiting away with two ships, you always want the two of them to be like right next to each other, so that one can go dark and the other one can take over, right? And then that one can go dark and you can just keep rotating as you need to. But otherwise, a pretty solid game. So what do you guys think? You agree
Cleveland
with?
Brown.
Yeah, so that's why we're thinking like the Browns Blitz or something like that as a good title. Would not have brought Borodino anywhere. It sucks. I think a lot of people bring the Borodino because of the radar and because the guns are pretty decent on it. And since all the guns are in the front, it's relatively easy to play, pointed against the enemy. I do agree with you, Andrew. There are probably better choices at tier 8, but I know that was a very popular ship for a while, so now it's been restricted. Burning River? You'll have to explain that one to me, Kane. And there you go. River caught fire in Cleveland. Aha. Twice. Lennon is better. I do agree with you. Interesting. Well, Puddin already walked away. So chat, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer Browns Blitz or do you prefer Burning River as a title? Should this go to YouTube? Lennon is banned now. That makes sense. Okay. With that, Puddin, thank you very much for your subbage and all your support, dude. And yeah. Let's go to the Be Right Back screen. We're gonna get our next replay ready. Andrew, Big O, do you want to go next?
Let's do it. I'm gonna watch.
Surely, I'm almost done at my store anyway.
Okay.
Just gotta do two things.
That's fine. I gotta load up all your stuff. We gotta start up with words on stream. And there's a commercial break going right now. So that's fine. Big O. Replay render.
I did clear the replay cache and run a diagnostics/repair on it.
Okay.
So hopefully it's better now.
Well, good. Oh, right, because you kept on having the issue where the replay just kind of stopped, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I got your DM about that, and I wasn't quite sure what you meant by it, but now I understand. Haven't played clan battles in 3 years, and now your clan is dead. I haven't played in a long time either. It's okay. Clan battles isn't for everyone, and it doesn't need to be for everyone. And that's true, Jem. You can always merc. I did that once. I just merked for people. Had a great time doing it. Really did.
Which means he couldn't have potentially just yeeted a Collinwood.
All right, Puddin, I'm going to call yours Browns Blitz unless you prefer the other title. You let me know.
Getting on the Lennon side.
And I can get that going. And that going. And then I can update. Replay render video. Here we go. Pockington, if you want to do yours next, I don't mind. I don't exactly have a time that I need to stop, but I probably should stop. I don't know, 6:30 our time. I'll figure. I gotta talk to the wife about it and sort it out.
That little T-Rex style radar, so that
Yeah, I had you made a clanmate leave the clan over you crashing out over a move they did that just threw the game. Ah.
Oh, Dramanis with the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you said it was a brawl. It's only 10 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna do Big O's game first, then we'll get to yours next. All right, Pac?
Throwing their ship and the game away.
I'm sure you felt real bad about that too. It's very easy for tempers to flare with clan battles. Extremely easy for tempers to flare, and it's frustrating because you don't mean for it to happen, but it happens. I get it. I completely get it. Okay. Note to self, I'm going to need to change my camera a little bit. I think it's got too much of a field of view. But well, I'll sort that out later. You did feel guilty. Main reason on why you stopped playing, yeah, it's just it's you know, you say things that you regret and it happens, you know. I still have a couple of memories from clan battles myself that, like, you know, you get into it. It happens. All right, Big O, are you ready? I gotta find my.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to keep my mic muted so you don't hear all the noise.
Okay, no problem. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Big O and a Jaeger. Now, he's usually not a destroyer player. We know him mostly as a battleship player primarily, and he does other things too, like the Colossus for carriers, or he likes to play Paulo Emilio for destroyers. I don't really consider those to be your traditional carrier or destroyer. So this is kind of a rarity for us to see Big O playing a more standard destroyer. Now, this is a Jaeger, the tier 9 pan-European destroyer. It's, how can I put it? It is a pain in the butt to play against if you don't have radar, and you don't have radio location, and you don't have carriers. Those three things specifically can really mess with a Jaeger, right? Because a Jaeger being spotted by carriers is a problem, or by radar. So without those, Jaeger can just run free. It's got really good concealment. It's got a heal. The guns themselves are crap. You can use them to finish out an enemy if you need to. The big thing about it is the torpedoes. High reload torpedoes, fast reload torpedoes. They're fast themselves in the water. They don't do a lot of damage, but they can cause floods, and they, of course, cause people to stop what they're doing and focus on dodging torpedoes. So she's a very powerful boat, played in the right hands with the right conditions, like I mentioned earlier. So let's take a look at Big O's build. He's gone with Main Armaments Mod 1, Engine and Protection, Torpedo 2's Mod 1, Propulsion Mod 1, Concealment, and then finally Torpedo 2's Mod 2 for reload. Now, Big O, do you play Jaeger a lot?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I picked it up and I didn't really play it, so I figured I'd take it out a few rounds. I mean, I enjoy it, but not really.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Of course. The reason I'm bringing that up, if you play the ship a lot, if you enjoy the ship, Engine Boost Mod 1 is a good choice. But if you don't play it a lot, then keep what you've got. That's perfectly fine. I don't think there's any other special upgrades that would matter for you. So yeah, just keep it as you got it and go for it. Now your captain... Oh God, there's the Shiest. How's it going, Shiest?
I'm in clan battles right now, but my guy, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks. We're just doing some replays, reviews right now. If you want to hop in a little bit.
No, I'm in clan
please.
battles.
Yeah.
I joined a new clan. I'm in clan battles.
Good. Well, good luck, and it's good to hear from you.
I want to say hi. Are you? Did you complete your move? I won't say where, but.
Yes. We are in process still. We got to find a place. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Hey, touch bases soon.
Yeah. Sounds good, dude.
Have fun on the stream later.
Thank you. Yeah. See ya. So this is a standard captain. I want to highlight for a second that Jersey Mike is a great special captain for you if you build him for torpedo spam. The problem with Jersey Mike is if you've got a small end, you probably want him on small end, and you probably want more of a gun-focused build. So if you're going to put a torpedo build on Swirsky, then you're going to put him on a tech tree boat like the Holland, the tier 10, and you know, then he's just torpedo guy, which is okay. So I just want to mention that to you because Jersey Mike is actually a really good choice for this ship. Buff to Adrenaline Rush is good, and then after enough torpedo hits, you get a buff to your reload time on torpedoes. So he's kind of well made for the Jaeger.
I do not have Smolin, and I'm not sure if I have Jersey Mike or not.
Yeah, if you do, it might be worth looking into. Okay, if you enjoy the ship enough to, work him up. So your build, you got preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, concealment expert, fill the tubes, and then swift fish. Now this is a percentage, but because the torpedoes are faster to start, you're probably looking at that saying this helps even more so. So where are you going to put your final 3 points?
I have no clue, honestly.
Okay. So you've got a couple of choices. The ship has a heal, so Superintendent is not a bad pick. The one thing I want to highlight to you is that by choosing Fill the Tubes and Swift Fish, you cannot do radiolocation. The reason why radiolocation is so important in the Jaeger is it does let you know what direction enemy destroyers, maybe subs, but mostly destroyers, are going to be. So you know if you're going to run into them or not. And as you know, I said earlier, your guns kind of suck in a prolonged gunfight with enemy destroyers. So radiolocation is a good choice to have. If you're going to do Swift Fish and Fill the Tubes, that's fine. But I think if you're going to keep that, then I would definitely pick up Superintendent. And you could theoretically drop Superintendent and Swift Fish and go with radiolocation too. But then what do you do in the first slot? I don't know what you would do. Liquidator? Liquidator. Yeah, Liquidator would be good because these torpedoes don't have a high chance of flooding. So you could do this, Big O, something like this, or Superintendent instead of Fill the Tubes. That's probably how I would build it. Okay?
Yeah, I was thinking radiolocation and then maybe something else. I don't know, but
Yeah.
liquidation sounds good.
Liquidator is a good choice. Yeah. Because if you look at your... That's okay. You're not looking at the PC, so I get it. If you look at your torpedo, your flood chance is 136%, which is actually really low for torpedoes. So, yeah, you can see that with Liquidator. I mean, you go up quite a bit for flood chance. Both are fine alternatives. Radiolocation or Swift in Silence. Yeah. Swift in Silence is a good choice too, because Swift in Silence, because you're so stealthy, this does allow you to relocate much faster. I would say that if you do Swift in Silence, you probably also want to do the engine boost modification, just so that you can really chain those two together really well.
Ooh, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll make sure.
Just some things to think about. Superintendent is important because of the heal. You're not going to be perfect game every game. Yes. Now, you could also drop Adrenaline Rush and say, oh, well, if I get detected, I'm screwed, so I just won't get detected. There's a few things you could do here. But, Swift and Silence could work, or Radiolocation. I'd go for either one. I'd probably do Radiolocation still, but I can see some people doing Swift. If you're playing PvE, maybe Swift would be a good choice. Yeah, I don't know. For signal flags, you've gone with ramming flag, HP flag, flood chance, speed, and then consumables. Great choices all right there. If you had more flags to use, I would definitely do the fire extinguishing reduction, and the fire flood chance would be a good flag to have as well. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything else you really care to run. So, all right, let's get the build viewer off and let's get to your
I
game.
do have one question.
Sure.
Should I pick up the extra heal, or do I have that already? I forgot. I'm not at my computer.
You do not have Superintendent, so you do not have the extra heal. And should you pick it up?
Would it
Probably.
be worth it?
So here's the thing.
Okay.
It would be worth it, Big O, but unfortunately, if you want Radiolocation or Swift and Silence, that's going to require you to do a respec so that you have Superintendent as well as one of those 4-point skills. If you want to be cheap and not respec this captain, then I'd say forget about Superintendent and pick up one of those other 4-point skills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I was going to use Jaeger as pretty much a trainer for the other ones. Because
Yeah.
as long as you can land those torps, you get a lot of XP, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jaeger's a great trainer, and if you do decide to put Jersey Mike in it, then look at the builds that we talked through, and then pick a build that you want and just follow that build. So let's take a look at your lineup here. You are tier 9, so you are top tier, because I see some 7s. And you've got some battleships that you have to deal with. I saw you warning your teammates. What's up, Taz? I saw you warning your teammates about radar threat from the Turgut, the new, what is that, Turkish, right, battleship? Enbro could have radar. And then there's 2 Jaegers of their own, Akizuki and Pietro Meek. What is this? This is a clone of one of the other ones? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a test boat. That's the new Italian sub. Okay. You guys can imagine with the move and everything, I haven't been paying much attention to test boats and all that kind of stuff. I've been a little occupied. Just a tad. Need to write this down. Jaeger. All right. So for you, radiolocation would be very handy so that you know what direction Jaegers specifically are going to be in, because you'll probably bump each other at the exact same time. So that allows you to have your guns pointed to target or torpedoes pointed to target preemptively. But it's an Akizuki. Engine boost, engine boost, engine boost.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
Little late on engine boost, but he stopped and smoked. You got there just in time, dude. Any idea when Wargaming will reach out to the wiki editor applicants? No idea, Pac. They haven't said anything to CCs about it. I can ask. I don't know if I'll get an answer, but I can ask. And there is the pasta boat over there. Is he on the... Yep, he's on the surface. Okay. Now, I don't know too much about what these ships can do. I would probably have used HE in the barrels there. You had AP. Oh, well. Is this Akizuki going to do the fall for the oldest trick in the book? Yes. 2 torpedoes on him. Ooh. Ooh, 4. Oldest trick in the book. You sit in the smoke broadside. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I wouldn't be shooting here. I'd try to go dark so that I can get an angle with torpedoes and stuff. I do get the idea of trying to push the sub back a little bit. You loathe the Jaeger. Yeah, most people do. I don't like playing against Jaegers myself either. 2 guns with 75% reload booster. Oh. So he could have actually gotten into maybe a gunfight with Big O, huh? And exhaust smoke. Ew. Okay. So if the key was spotting, he could have exhaust smoked and gunfought against Big O. Interesting. Poor man's Kitakami. You mean it's the poor man's Kitakaze, right? Hard to find, hard to kill, almost like a sub with no ping. Ship makes rank to pain. Absolutely does. Well, you just lost 2 destroyers on your side. Jaegers are on the CCAP, okay. They looked at those subs and were like, how can we... Go ahead.
I wasn't too thrilled about phasing off against 2 Jaegers.
No, I wouldn't be either. Yeah, Armac, that does seem like a bit of toxicity there. Now, I will say, I have not played the ships at all. So any comments I'm making about the ships have nothing to do with any personal experience. It's just a gut reaction, like what Armac said there. I want that clear so you guys know I'm not trying to share my informed opinion, because I have no information really on it. Combat instruction that functions as a 15% in... What? And 10% faster corp reload. Interesting. Alright, well, it looks like Big O is going sub hunting. And possibly Scharnhorst 43 hunting. Okay.
What I did learn that I didn't realize is that the torps don't do a lot of damage.
Right. Yeah, they're tickle torps. And that's why Liquidator is a really good choice for you, because really where you're going to do a lot of damage is flooding an enemy. So you get them flooded DCP, and then, then you flood them in 1 or 2 places.
But you do get a lot of...
I'm pausing the replay here. I think you're about to make a bit of a mistake right here, Big O. You really don't want to go into the A cap. I think you're better off forcing your torpedoes onto the Sharn, because the Sharn looks like he's stopping dead right there. So you get the torps on him, you stay out of the cap so he has no reason to worry about you. Although the sub is also getting torps into him, so maybe he'll move. But I wouldn't want to give the enemy information that you are in their cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me and the sub kind of fight over kills on this one. Well,
I can see it.
fight and protect each other.
Alle
You'll see.
Stationen, Feuer
Ja.
auf das Ziel konzentrieren. Achtung, melde Zielposition.
I'm surprised the Sharn's just sitting there. I'm really surprised he's just sitting there. Because you got the U-190 just torping and pinging him like crazy.
Torpedos direkt voraus.
Jersey, yeah, exactly, Pac. Yeah, because if you build Jersey Mike for torpedoes, I mean, he's really damn good. Because you just get so many torpedo hits, and you just get faster reload on those torpedoes. Oops, swing and a miss on that one. Engine boost now, you're open water gunning. Engine boost now, and start healing. Ooh, your Cleveland just got wrecked. Alright, there goes the 43. Wow, you are losing a lot of hit points. At least the Bismarck got him down.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
Still
Yeah,
say I think that was the Skarn Horse's secondaries.
A good amount of that was definitely Sharnwar secondaries. We can maybe remember look at the end at what happens. Also, they have crazy saturation for no good reason. You're not going to stay in A. Instead, you're going to make your way... I would have stayed in A right now. You're up on ships, so no need to rush in. Uh-oh, somebody just raided. Ah, World Spoon. What's going on, my friend?
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
How you doing, Habibi?
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
Guys, there's a shout out for World Spoon. If you don't know him, make sure that you toss a follow. Great person, great dude. Tunisian, if I recall correctly. So from
Alle Stationen, brauche Feuerunterstützung.
from Northern Africa. I'm doing fine, feeling better. Yes. So I just finished. I drove to my dad's house last week, and yesterday set everything up, and also spent a lot of time looking at houses and that sort of thing. And so today is my first day back officially after quite a bit of a hiatus, unfortunately. KC, who is World Spoon? Who is this World Spoon? You're funny. I wouldn't bother with AP here. I think you're trying too hard. Just stay with HE. Moving was fine so far. We're not done yet. We're still gotta find a place and all that. So there's still a lot going on. Heal would be really good for you. I mean, you've got Adrenaline Rush, so you can try to farm that a bit. I just think you need that extra heal going right now.
Heals for when I need them,
Achtung, melde Zielposition.
which I will need them.
Okay.
And real
This,
quick, back to the Aki
Feuer auf
Suzuki.
festgelegtes Ziel
I'm
konzentrieren.
just,
Achtung, melde Zielposition.
that's the one DD I didn't want to get in a gunfight with.
no, absolutely not. So few guns make you feel bad playing that ship. You're talking about the Jaeger? She's not a gunboat by any means. I would say, dude, I mean, you opened up so they know where you are. If you stayed dark, you could have gone south and then just walked into the B cap. And hey, free cap for you. Yeah, ZH-1 is the new dockyard ship. It's a mini Trump. So it's got the Dutch airstrike, but it's a German ship. That's interesting. Okay, and Hydro too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have the Bismarck thing, and I don't think he focuses my targets, but his secondaries do.
Yeah, I mean, the secondaries kind of go no matter what. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna celebrate the raid. Give me a second. For those of you guys that are new, welcome. I'm Lord Zeth, a North American community contributor for World of Warships, and I'm out of practice. So apologies for that.
Go to twitch.tv/Lord_ZH, follow, and write something in chat.
Really, I didn't know that, Bach. It was a Dutch destroyer that was scuttled, and then the Germans raised it up and completed it. Interesting. So guys, yeah, we do have a giveaway going right now. A CC container all you have to do is be a follower of the channel. Following is free. And then type anything you wish in the chat. And you're good. Could be a number, could be an
Feuer auf
emoji.
gegnerisches Kriegsschiff
Make sure you're
konzentrieren.
following and typing something in chat. That's it. What is a Jaeger doing up to the north? Oh well.
Kommen Sie zurück.
Welcome back, Wolfie. Giveaway is up now. So I wouldn't be surprised if you crash into that southern Jaeger in a moment. I don't know that I would keep going this way. I would go continue south to the sea cap. Personal opinion there.
Did I encounter the ZH-1 yet?
Yes. Squizzy, it's good to see you again, by the way. I know you were saying hi at the beginning when we went live, but I don't think I had a chance to say hi to you.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord. Torpedos voraus.
I mean, Jaeger's a torpedo boat that just happens to have guns, Darla. That's how you have to look at
Torpedos
it.
direkt voraus. Torpedos voraus.
See, I got in the habit of whenever there's a ship I don't recognize, I'll press tab, mouse wheel over it, see what it has, and click on it, and, you know, go through, okay, it's got this kind of hydro, it's got this, it's got that, these torps, blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god. Engine boost now.
Alle Stationen. Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren. Alle Stationen.
Absolutely what you don't want to run into right now.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord. Torpedos direkt voraus. Problem gelöst. Torpedos
Well,
auf
fortunately, he blew his
Steuerbord.
load and missed. I'm
Feueralarm.
surprised you haven't bothered to torp yet. Because the
I
thing is,
figure he was expecting it, because, correct me if I'm wrong, his plan is rather good.
that I don't know off the top of my head. But the thing is, as soon as you turn sideways, you see how he turned away? Because he knows you're torping him. And the other big thing is, as you're continuing on this way, you're kind of getting into the arcs of the enemy ships here. Are you gonna hold?
Gegnerischer Zerstörer versenkt.
Wow. Who doesn't want a couple?
Also, too,
Gelöst.
I
Yeah.
realized that with the Jaeger, if its back or its front is pointed at an enemy, it's
Yeah.
taking out 2 of its guns.
Yes.
That's why I was able to keep 3 of mine on him, and he only had 1.
Correct. He was more concerned of the sub of the torpedo threat than anything else. If you get lucky enough to get a ship, firepower containers are, but otherwise, yeah, it is gambling. It's part of the sequential bundles right now in the armory. Generally speaking, I don't bother with those bundles. Even if I wasn't a CC, I still probably wouldn't bother with them. Sometimes they're good, like Black Friday sequentials are usually okay. But beyond that, I kind of tend to ignore them. You got the seal out of it. It's also the only ship you could have gotten. Gotcha. Okay, so now it's just Roussillon and their Jaeger. I like your positioning here, because you can duck behind the island if you need to. You're on a roll with your luck.
Unser Sieg ist in Sicht.
So you're at 16 torpedoes, so you would have gotten a few
Alle Stationen. Melde
torpedo
Position
reload
deines
buffs
strategischen
there.
Ziels. Maschinenboost deaktiviert.
Yeah, but with my HP being low, I decided to play it safe.
I agree with you. And as I was going to say, now I would just go to C-cap. Just get the easy cap and easy points. Look, Robman, I'm not 100% sure what ships are available in the firepower container, but
Torpedos auf
Parkington,
Backbord.
I have a feeling he's looking it up for you right now. Oh, there's a Jaeger. Not anymore, says Hujam. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to run into that other Jaeger, because he probably had all his seals. So,
Oh, yeah.
no thank you.
Yep.
Gefecht
Yeah,
endet
you
in
got
5
kind of
Minuten.
lucky, I gotta say. Getting into that gunfight with the sub with Scharnhorst 43 support is kind of oof. The gunfight with the ZH-1, you probably didn't need to deal with. It's a new ship. You probably weren't thinking about hydroacoustic search and all that kind of stuff, but obviously he saw you. You're a little on the aggressive side with your guns at the Jaeger, and I think by doing that, you're giving away your position a little bit too much for free, and that allows the enemy to kind of react to you. They didn't do as good of a job reacting to you as they should have, and they paid the price for it. But I don't know that I would just go around willy-nilly shooting my guns at things, unless I know for sure it's going to give me a kill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also against the sub and Sean, they had the Bismarck and our sub with support, and then again Bismarck support on the ZH1. But what the replay doesn't show is that at the beginning of that match, because I'm unfamiliar with ZH1, I think that was the first time I saw it. I
Yeah.
pressed tabs and I checked its hydro status. So
Well, yeah, and you can check it, but it's hard in battle, right? It's hard to like check it here and then remember, okay, it's got 5 kilometer hydro. Like, yeah, it's one of the reasons I like using mods, because I can just glance at that and see it without having to hit tab and click and all that kind of stuff. But
I don't know. I mean, I did it at the way beginning when the
Right.
timer was still counting.
no, right, and I get it. I'm just saying, like, you encountered that ZH1 like 12 minutes into the battle. I don't know about you, but for me, like, I struggle sometimes remembering things that I looked at the start. So that's why I like, just having the mod so I can look at it real quick. Still, hey, look, you got yourself 4 awesome stuff there. So, good.
I guess you can blame my ADHD for that.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you can remember it in your mind, great, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, you took a lot more damage than you needed to this game, and by giving away your position, if a good enemy destroyer player can say, okay, he's here, he's going this way, he's got not much support and stuff. I'm talking about later with the ZH1, but going earlier against the Scharnhorst 43, I get that you had support, right? You've got other ships helping you out, but while they're supporting you, you're also getting, shot at. How much damage did you take from the Scharn 43? From secondaries, almost 3,000 damage. Look at the sub. The sub hit you with main battery HE 18 times for 9,000. So the bulk of your damage was actually the sub, not the Scharn 43. Hey, Cosmos. This is why sometimes a detailed report screen is very handy to look at, especially for test ships. If you don't know what's going on with things, you kind of look at it. It's a very different experience, right? From just about any other submarine. Maybe an I-56 could do that kind of damage too. I don't know. If Big O was alone versus that submarine, yes, exactly. Big O was dead. It's because of where's the sub? Where's the sub? Here. It's because of the Bismarck's assistance, really, that the sub was dead, right? And it was a depth charge that got the kill. All right, let's put the replay render up. Any idea for titles, y'all? Big O, you've got a title idea. You always have like 3. Oh god, you went robot-y.
Sorry, I'm in the mountains. The diagnostics and repair run, that worked on it?
Diagnostics and repair run. Okay. I guess the title is
No,
robot.
I'm asking. It worked on the replay.
Yes. All this stuff seems to work fine on the replay. Yeah. So that's good to know. So what do you guys think for a title, huh? Chat, any ideas?
Different experience, yeah?
Different experience. Okay.
Just different experience? Or Jaeger experience?
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Hey, I'm down with whatever you'd like to do. It's your replay. Big O not inting.
Jaeger experience.
I don't know who jam, but that's a great title. Not
Big O,
inting.
what?
In chat.
Big O not inting. Maintenance run. Okay, maintenance run. What do you think about that idea? Why are you shooting? Oh, trigger happy. Trigger happy's a good one.
Ooh, yeah, trigger happy.
Okay, let's use trigger happy. Sure. Like right
that's,
here.
That's real clickbaity if you think about it.
Well, sure, but it's also I think it also does a good job of capturing what we were talking about a moment ago, right? Which is like right here, you're going into BCAP and you're using your guns when a southern approach in might have been the safer approach for you. That submarine takes ship consumable mod 1. That's 33 seconds off a 60% reload boost. Damn.
And I do apologize if there's any overlapping noise on my end. I'm trying to get this next delivery on time.
No, it's fine. I haven't heard much, and seriously, dude, don't be distracted. It's okay. You know, I don't want you getting in trouble or hurt or, you know, whatever. Solid game though, and for a ship that you don't play that often and a playstyle that you're not like fully accustomed to, I thought it was a really good performance from you.
I did quite a few matches with Jaeger, but that one with 16 torpedoes, that was the best.
Yeah, your PR from that battle was 5,042. Wow. You think the Italian sub's gonna be really fun in ops? Yeah, we'll find out, I suppose. Good thing Landair went out of his way to keep this feature still working. Yeah. No, I agree. It's a nice feature to have. All right, Big O, thank you very much for the replay, and thanks for all your support, dude. And it's great to hear you again and have you back with us. So appreciate everything, my dude.
Quick question: the weekend of May 8th, will you be streaming?
The weekend of May 8th. Yeah, I don't see why not. I have a.
That's when I'm going to be home again.
Oh, okay, nice. I know I have a tournament or two coming up. I'd have to check my calendar. I don't remember off the top of my head. So, yeah.
Can you just keep me in the loop in messages, if possible? Or...
Yeah. I mean, I would say just assume I'm streaming unless you hear otherwise. You know.
All right.
All right. Cool. Well, chat. We're gonna. You too, man. We're gonna pull up. Here we go. Let's. We're gonna do a commercial break. I'm gonna go step around, stretch for a second. Talkington, you're next if you're good with that, and I'll see you all in just a few moments. Okay. This is a great opportunity for all of you guys. Also, take a moment, stand up, stretch, walk around, touch grass, drink some water, whether it be clean or dirty. I'll see you in a moment.
Oh, that'll be the moment.
I was the torpedo here.
Yamato particularly, he could slap somebody.
Yeah, he's gonna slap the Yamato right here. Look at these shells coming in. Oh! Somebody clip that moment. 69,000 damage. Smack!
The beautiful number.
That was gorgeous, dude. That was absolutely insane. See if something's on the other side of the island.
Napoli and St. Vincent, open fire in Sairaku. High fire and Sairaku return fire. Focusing down on the Napoli right now.
Goodbye, Kaga. Oh, that is unlucky.
Kaga, you are officially a disappointment as he just goes down to one salvo from Toxic. And that's a joke, by the way, Kaga. We love you.
Yes, we love you, Kaga.
That's a disaster.
The salvo he was looking for.
Yep. That's the thing.
Shimakaze going down.
That's the thing about the Vermont, right? Ooh, the Torps too. The thing about that Vermont is it's slow, but the guns, man. Guns. You hear those guns.
So, Zaf, you remember the Shimakaze sort of committed one of those cardinal sins of a destroyer when you put yourself between a priority target and a potential other target, then yeah.
Yep.
Those torpedoes weren't even meant for him.
Of course not.
Poison's gonna be dead.
Poison dead? What are you talking about?
Sleeping torps. I don't care if you're on Hydro, you're just that close.
Well, fortunately for the Preußen, He's only going to take one torpedo because the island ate the other one.
Right.
But wait, there's more. Yep. But the DCP is still active, so that will not be a flood. But all the Schlieffen has to do is lazily turn around and yeet out the torps on the other side, right?
Well, I mean, technically, you just gotta drive straight, let the poison pass him up.
Well, or
the Kremlin
can do the Kremlin thing. Wow. All right, another great clip shot, a clip moment right there. That's why you push the
Cheesy Bread's
battleships
going
together.
down.
That's why you push the battleships together. And yeah, we knew Cheesy Bread was going to go down, and I like the decision to focus on that.
Push him in.
Okay, I am back.
I'm turning. Nope, I'm turning. It's gonna happen anyways.
Let's see here. My folder.
I'm too fat. I couldn't dodge it.
Done on stream. Pockington's turn. Knowing Pockington, he's probably in the Discord already. No, he's not. Shot to do it either. That being said, Patton is turning back in, which is essentially saying, go right. All right.
I'm here now, though.
What an appropriate clip to be displayed. Which one was it, Bach? I was distracted.
You using me as a shield?
Oh, yeah. That one was a good one. I really enjoyed the cruiser, the high reload, high DPM brawl. I wish it would have been there for another week. I was sad to see it go.
My only frustration with it was whenever there was so many high DPM ships in the game, you couldn't even see the shells hitting you anymore.
Yes.
Or you're just being hit by invisible shells.
Yes. And I would actually mention that to Voodoo. When you know, back when they did the secondaries one, right? I said it was great to play, but you just watch your HP melt and you don't know why. So, render. All right, I'm getting your replay render downloaded now.
But this game actually happened on stream, on Panoramic stream.
I'm sorry, what?
This game happened on Panoramic stream.
Ah, okay. You were dead with him then.
Yeah, I told him about the brawls, and I told him to try the druid.
Oh, okay. I see you're in a druid. Okay. Yeah, I played mostly cruisers on this because I got my my dockyard missions done, and I was going to go to destroyer, and then they changed. That week was over, and they went to, what did they go back to standard or something? I'm like, this is boring. You know.
I think for that week, the destroyer mission was like get how many a lot of shell hits, like 1,000 shell hits. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
something like that.
Just purpose. I wish I had the Barbiano for it, but I don't have the Barbiano.
Oh, Barbie would have been ridiculous on this, yeah. All right, well, are you ready to go, sir?
Yeah, Hawaii's also was ridiculous on this.
That's what I mostly played. I saw a lot of people playing Brennan as well, or Bremen. Okay.
Salem was also really good for holding down a spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Salem, we saw Des Moines. Saw a lot of everything. You just have to know when to use your heal and stuff, which is like right away. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very special game. This is the Druid, the Tier 10 British destroyer. It's part of the Research Bureau and one of my favorite ships in the game. Highly recommend considering the Druid. This is a brawl, and this is back when they had the high DPM brawls. So reload is ridiculously fast. Your accuracy is ridiculously not accurate, but you don't care because you've got accuracy through volume. Now the Druid only has 2 guns on the bow, and she only shoots AP. You might think that that's a problem, but it actually makes it kind of fun because all you have to do is just point the bow at the enemy. You don't have to think much more about like showing my side, angling out, etc., etc. All I had to do was just sit there, you hold down left mouse button, clunk, 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 and then you're fine, right? She's got smoke, she got British smoke, and then she's also got a heal and hydro, as you can see, like personal defense hydro. She's got no torpedoes, she's got no guns in the rear arc, and I think she's got roll-off depth charges. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, she's...
Not even roll-offs, they're like rocket launched.
Are they rocket? Okay. They're either way, they're kind of fun. So,
and it doesn't even fall like directly behind the ship. They fall like at an angle.
Gotcha.
So it's really annoying to get direct hits with them.
Sure. So it's not a bad boat by any means. It's just a lot of fun. I've played this ship in ranked a ton. I kind of feel sad I didn't think to play Druid in this game mode. But let's go take a look at your build. You've got main armaments mod 1, engine room protection, aiming systems mod 1, steering gears, concealment, and then finally main battery mod 3. Worth noting, because it's a British destroyer, it has the acceleration kind of baked in, and that's why you see steering gears here and not propulsion as an option. Can't imagine clicking that much. I would not want to kill my mouse either, so I'm with you, Darla. I would just hold my left mouse button down and profit.
I'm saying because there was the bug where if your guns reload too fast, you don't fire all your guns through holding down the mouse button.
That's correct. That is correct. Right.
So,
So the only way to get the DPM of the Barbiano to max in this mode is by clicking like furiously.
Which is also why I just got an auto clicker open. I had an auto clicker in the background for like most of the high DPM ships like Colbert.
Yes. Now be careful because I don't know if that's considered a illegal mod or not by Wargaming. I really don't care, but some people might be. I get it though because I don't want to kill my mouse.
Yeah, I already killed a mouse before from too many clicks. So
Exactly.
Since then I use an auto clicker for whenever I need to click too many times.
Gotcha. All right. So, you know, the only thing I might do differently up here is maybe hydroacoustic search module in slot 2, just because it really does help keep yourself safe from torpedoes. You could also do the smoke mod, but I think it makes sense to do aiming systems, especially in a random situation. If you're playing brawls, you probably still want to do what you've got. For Captain, you've got Jack Dunkirk, so that you get the buff consumable specialist, so your consumables reload quicker. That's your hydro and your smoke. And they also last 2.5% longer than the standard consumable enhancements. You've also gone down the core build, preventive maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and concealment. You do have a heal, so it's why superintendent is good. You can only shoot AP, so extra heavy ammunition is a good choice. And then finally, you've got Adrenaline Rush. I do want to highlight, if this is a brawl-specific build, I would drop Concealment Expert because you rarely see destroyers in brawls. And instead, I might go for main battery anti-air for the range. You could go for Mabas and maybe Grease the Gears. It's a buff Grease the Gears for Jack Dunkirk. I don't know if there's any... The other ones wouldn't matter for you. So I might do one of those two instead, or you can even go with radiolocation. But again, you're not going to see a lot of destroyers in brawls. You can even do Fearless Brawler, so that while you're detected, you get 10% better main battery when you're not in your smoke. Any of those would be good choices.
Well, you know me, I'm mainly a PvE main, but I just kind of try to make builds random.
Absolutely.
Specific. For when the occasion I do run randoms.
Absolutely. And in PvE, I wouldn't run Concealment Expert either. In PvE, I would probably do Fearless Brawler. Dazzle might be interesting too, right? If you get detected, you're suddenly faster and it's harder for people to hit you. Actually, PvE, I would run Swift and Silence because the hardest part of PvE is when you get behind stuff and you have to catch up. So Swift and Silence will help you tremendously since you don't have an engine boost. Anyway.
Although, the Druid, the funny story about me and the Druid, I bought it. And then like 3 days later, they announced that the Renault was coming out for research points. And I was so upset because I really wanted to get the Renault.
That's okay. Because you can get it at some other point. But this is still... I like this ship a lot. Let's just say that. So you've gone with HP for flag and then speed. Consumable would be a good one. Smoke would be a good one. Yeah, fire reduction, flood reduction, but it's brawls. You don't even need any flags, frankly, because they just don't last long enough to warrant the
health
flags.
flag comes in clutch in this one, actually.
Just like the other one that you submitted back when they introduced the health flag. Remember that one? I think that was a Shinano game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Shinano game where I survived on a single digit HP.
Is it sad that I remember that?
I remember it too. It was my first Shinano game.
Yeah, it was your game, so it makes sense that you remember it. All right. Is it me or are a lot of players switching to PvE, especially asymmetrics? It's not you. It's not you at all. It's very much the case. It's just more relaxing.
It's less toxic. You still get to play the same game, but with less toxicity.
And
You
at
still
the
get
same
the
time,
stupid people occasionally, but there's not as much on the line.
that's right. Look at that reload. Look at that reload. Craziness. So you've got, oh, okay, FBB is in a burrow, so he went with the destroyer, and then Panoramix is in another druid, so you convinced him to play druid as well. Okay.
And for some godforsaken reason, this guy brought a Kitakami to a gun brawl.
And I did hear that they are doing a reduction for the economy for asymmetrics. Interesting. Keep in mind that enemy cruisers will start getting heals now because Wargaming's adding heals to mid-tier cruisers. Might help offset a little bit of that XP and credit because the ships will last a little bit longer. A little bit more damage you get to do that way, but yeah. And that's true. A lot of random battles are indeed Raffle Stomps, yes.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
So your enemies are Libertad, Sibir, Brisbane, and Elbing. Brisbane's going to be a big problem because of the radar. Sibir and Libertad with the smoke are going to be problematic too. Elbing, you can get by him.
Elbing's actually I found to be pretty good in this game mode, just because you can get to a broadside of a cruiser and absolutely destroy it with the guns. Because they're so accurate enough that
that's right.
The dispersion debuff is not that big of a deal on it.
Yes, and they have no reaction time.
Like
Now,
when I ran Elbing in it, I got myself to the broadside of a Salem, and he didn't even get to move before I killed him.
Now, Panoramix, a little slow on the reaction time there. Got himself detected and didn't smoke. As a matter of fact, you're the one that smoked for him. But hey, cool. Between the two of you guys, you just wrecked that poor Elbing. Get back to port.
Honestly, who cares about what happens in the brawl? It's just we went into it with the mindset we're just here to F around.
Yeah, well, and now you got.
We were just trying different ships to see how ridiculous this could be, which is why he was running Burrows. He was running Burrows. We wanted to see if Burrows could perform well.
Yep. Now, if you want to move like this, that's fine. You better tell Pan to smoke up, so that when the Brisbane radar is over, you can sit and smoke. Although your smoke will be up soon, anyways. There we go. Now you got a broadside Sibir, so you're gonna go for him instead of Libertad. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I had messed up the 8 point for a while. Don't even notice. I'm just too fascinated by the fire rate that I don't even realize I'm aiming incorrectly.
Yes, I was gonna say you're hitting mostly his second turret and the barbette, so you're just gonna shatter off that. You've changed it and you've corrected. Now you're hitting superstructure. That's fine. I would personally be shooting at the Sibir's stern right now. He's reversing. He's broadside, so that's easy hits for you, and good chance of penetration.
Smoke generator activated.
And Quest, you're absolutely correct. A 3-person division is the best thing you can do to try to make random battles more fun for you. But it does come at the price of it being somewhat more frustrating for the enemy players that are in randoms. But who cares about them, right? So you ducked out of smoke because you needed to get your guns on target on Libertad.
And I realized I need to focus him instead of the Siberia because he's trying to shove his face into me.
Yeah, I might not have turned like that, like the way you did. Instead, I would have slowed down and turned into the smoke. That way you're able to keep guns on target and not be detected and shot at by the severe secondaries. But, I mean, fortunately for you, the Sibir is so far away, he's really not effective. You could open up here. I'd hold until you get closer to the Brisbane. Let him focus on the Kitakami, and then you just come in and smack him in the broadside. That's exactly what you're doing. I love it.
Yeah, I did not want to shoot right now because Sibir will have shots at me. Brisbane can easily just turn his guns and rain down on me.
And the funny thing is, he's already looking right at you. But he's shooting AP at you anyway, because he had AP for the Kita. Look at him melt.
Fire.
And I agree with you, Quest, yes. Having people that understand the game is an absolute bonus at the start of the game. Now, you could stop and smoke here. Never mind. Brisbane radar.
I find out from the first radar that this guy's running radar mod on his Brisbane.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well if you're playing Brisbane. But look at the. This is why in the high reload brawls, the battleships, especially secondary battleships, just weren't as effective. Battleships that had reload booster were useful.
Battleships in general were not very effective.
Yeah. Yeah, this was absolutely the cruiser's playground. And I loved everything about that. Nice kill.
The enemy battleship destroyed.
Like you can see the FPV shells aren't even rendering anymore.
Yeah. Skittles Fire Hose. I think Fire Hose might. Well, it's all AP, so it's not really fire. Hawaiian that brawl. Yes, beta. That's what I ran. I just with the alternative fire mode. I think it was fires I needed to set. I think that's what the dockyard was when I was playing the brawls, and that was crazy.
If I remember correctly, Hawaii had a 0.7 second reload on the alternate fire.
Yeah, you're about right there. Reload buff in this mode does not affect secondaries. Yes, correct, Seabear. Only primaries. Pachinko balls hose. Oh my god. Couldn't use Austin because reload booster made half the guns never fire. Yes, exactly, beta. Same problem as you were talking about earlier with the Barbiano.
The issue is already present in current random battles. If you get a Confederate with Halsey on an arms race match, it's already you can replicate the same issue.
Really interesting.
Yeah, both Barbiano and Austin can replicate the same issue in arms race with Confederate procs, with the respective legendary commanders.
Very interesting. Hey, Coughlin, how you doing? You're just gonna come out and end this. I love it. You might as well.
I figured, maybe we have a chance to just gun him down.
Oh, absolutely, just bum rush him. Oh, you're stopping. Why are you stopping?
Because I didn't want to actually just get melted alive because I didn't realize how low FAB was until I just panned over.
Okay, fair.
Torpedoes to starboard.
You could finish the entire dockyard in an hour with 25k base as the only holdup. Yes, and I found it very useful for that.
Torpedoes
Seems
to
you're
starboard.
Also, I didn't want to be the one spotting the Brisbane myself. Because then if I smoke up, I wouldn't be able to see him, and he's gonna blind fire me.
Yeah, if you smoke and he radars, that's very true. Yeah, like there's a lot of guns quickly though. It's fun. They'll fight and die. Oh, I found, what was it? It starts with a K. The Japanese tier 10 cruiser, light cruiser.
Kushiro?
No, Kushiro. I found I had one person that was really annoying to deal with in a Kushiro. I've been fine, Coughlin. Went on vacation for 2 weeks, and then went into selling the house mode, and then moved. So a lot going on in my life, but we're right now at my temporary residence at my dad's, and hoping to find a new place for ourselves soon. TM. Kushiro is a good boat, yeah. I've already told people like what I'm looking for. I already know I'm gonna have to install at least one mini split system, or yeah, it's gonna be bonkers, but it's fine. So you win, assuming the Brisbane doesn't charge you and kill you.
But I'm under the assumption that this Brisbane knows he has to charge me to kill me, considering he's the only one that's got kills on his team. So he definitely knows. He might know what he's doing.
Make sure you find a place of citrus foods already planted. Why is that, Hujam? I wouldn't turn out like this. I would stay exactly where you were. Tyler, did you see that they're opening up Super Test application now, or start Super Test Academy? Did you see that, Tyler? Go ahead, Puck.
At this point, I just wanted to run away because I knew we'd win.
45
I figured we would win. We would win anyways. They wouldn't had enough time to make up the points even if they took both caps, because there's a minute left on the match, less than a minute.
Yeah. I was just looking at the clock to see that, because he did just go into A cap. Yeah, well, that's true. The place we're looking at is already kind of developed, so yeah, we'll see. But see, now, you have to show a decent amount of side to get your guns off on the Brisbane. If you stayed bow in, I think you would have had a better shot at him. Because he doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to whatever.
Yeah, if I stayed Bowen, I probably would have had a higher chance of winning than what I did here, because you're going to see what health I end up at.
Yeah, you're at 63. So if you stayed Bowen, I think you would have had a better chance. But hey, whatever. Who cares? You still won.
There's also the chance that he knocks out the guns, because then I'd be absolutely screwed, because they won't have, like, what, 19 millimeters of armor?
Yeah, but if you notice, he also really wasn't protecting his citadels at all. I think you would have just clobbered him. But either way, you won, which is what matters the most, right? So
I don't know if that was 1 million credits without the combat mission for the credits. I don't remember if it was or not.
yeah, your guns are usually not
in
going
the brawl.
Mm-hmm. Winning in a manly way is fun, though. That is very true. That is very true. And it's a solid game. I'm sure this was far better than you expected.
Yeah, that was 1 million credits without the combat mission. I just saw it right there.
Yep. So, let's put the replay render tool up, and of course, if you guys have any idea for titles, feel free to share. But I think you even if it's not brawls with high reload, I think you've kind of showcased why Druid is just a fun boat. It's just easy to play. Hey, Xander, how's it going? So Tyler, worldofwarships.com, there's a post on, or EU or Asia, whatever site you use. There is a post on there for Super Test Academy, and I know you've been asking about that. So yeah, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I'll post it in the chat, okay? Assuming I can find the window. I'm running on 2 monitors instead of my usual 3, so I'm a little slower than normal here. Yeah, if your Burrows buddy was that low, if FPB was that low, I would have had him duck behind you so that he lives, but he didn't, so oh well.
I mean, at that point, we were just like fucking, we were still messing around still.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, it's brawls. If you lose, it's not the end of the world. I remember playing this cruiser brawls with Hawaii, and I think I went on like a 5-loss streak or something. I didn't freaking care. I just kept in battle on. You know, you do it till your dailies are done, or you get your win, or whatever, and you move on with that. You're welcome, Tyler.
For some reason, whenever I just saw it was a Brisbane left and how close the points were, my mindset went to the standard PvP mindset, and just like, gotta actually win this.
You got greedy. I mean, I get it. Not it is what it is. Don't worry.
I mean, made a nice game, almost 200,000 damage in a brawl, and a 4v4 brawl at that.
Yeah, I think for you, the only feedback would be just don't be afraid of bowing, and especially if you're in smoke, it's fine. I think you're spending too much time trying to kite away and shoot over your shoulder.
I'm just too paranoid of my guns being broken and just becoming useless.
Yeah, they grow back now. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but if the Brisbane knocked out my guns if I stayed in that channel and he knocked out my guns, that would have been game over.
It would have been. It's a possibility. It could have happened. But also, don't forget, like I said, the Brisbane came out showing quite a bit of side and didn't seem to react at all. You probably could have Citadel slapped him to death anyway.
So honorable mention for the Kid Economy for emotional support.
I mean, he did a good job of not dying until towards the end there. So, that's neat.
I don't even know if he got to launch any torps.
I'm sure he launched torpedoes. The question is, did he do any damage? Let's take a look. He did 11,000 damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. He was there. He was there. He helped. He was your emotional support cruiser. Is this Star Wars? Lost in Space. Okay. So, any idea for titles, y'all? Should this make its way to YouTube? I mean, Pak, do you have any ideas? I don't know what I would put on it. Reign of Steel was suggested earlier. We can do that.
I have no idea.
Jingle says, never underestimate the value of teamwork. It gives the enemy something else to shoot at. Absolutely correct. Well, we can leave it at Rain of Steel. That's easy.
Probably the best one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have any other idea for anything else.
Okay. And, well, there you go. Victory. Crawls was to put everything to the limit. The ship's guns, game engine. And I wonder, who, Jim, if maybe Wargaming is trying to figure out what those limits are and test those. Steel, Skittles, balls. Okay. Pock, thanks for the replay, man. And it's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Welcome back.
Thank you much. Chat. Let's go back to the Be Right Back screen. And I don't know when I'm planning on stopping. I don't really have a planned stop time.
And that is a dead Dunkek.
Joey, reach out to me on Discord about your issue, and I'll figure it out. This is part of the tech debt. Exactly. Yes. Yes. And so I'm. If they are using it to test things, I'm glad for it because I think it's definitely needed. Chat, I'm gonna create a poll for you guys. What now? All right. We can do more replays. We can do live play. I'm gonna give you guys the choice to decide. There's the poll right there. I'm gonna run words on stream. If we do other replays, what do I have? I have a Svea, a Halford, a Libertad, and a Leon. Okay? You tell me what you'd like to do. Continuing on. I'm going to run a 3-minute commercial break and check in with the wife and just try to sort out timing. Where are we at and how long can I go? Since we did start later today, I'm okay with finishing later, but I need to check in with them about timing, okay? So just give me a moment. Tyler, you don't meet all the requirements for a super test. What requirement do you not meet, Tyler?
Oh my god.
All right, 3-minute commercial break. I will be right back.
I'm looking at all the torpedo spam up the Knight 10 line. You see all these torps?
Oh, yeah. All skill, no luck there, ladies and gentlemen.
There goes the 52. Peregrine going broadside to torps. He's going to take one and die right here. Or not. Wow.
A little bit of desync there.
Just a tad, just a hint.
I just realized.
Oh, don't forget to go into your leaderboard and claim rewards, by the way. I came in 19th, so I get some things. Tokens and containers. Make sure you claim those, okay? As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Somebody do me a favor, mark this right now. Just clip it.
What the? I'm getting a chip in progress. That counts.
Oh man. This has to be a clip. This has to be a clip. That's a clip.
You don't have 1,000 battles in tier 10 ships. Oh, wow. And Quest, I agree with Quest. Just try it and see what happens. Just try it and see. Oh, it's Amaranth. I'll be quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm live streaming now. Can I show your face? Amaranth! I took a selfie with you in 2022. I sent it to my wife. She said I looked good. She had no idea who you were.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
Probably for the best. I came home, showed her your stream. She said I could never see you again. But we are here right now. Ammo, is it okay if I took a selfie with you again?
Is she gonna divorce you this time, though?
Probably not. I hope not. It's a gamble. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. So let's see here. Photo.
Well, remember, Amaranth is a Texan. She's from Houston, so she's going to have that big Texan hat. So I actually got her to use my phone to take the selfie.
He missed that salvo completely.
Wow.
Walrus is gonna get it.
1,000 battles total, and then 3 tier 10s across different ship types. Darlith, I think you're right. So Tyler, dude, just apply, man. Just apply. If you want to help, if you want to volunteer, Like, seriously, man, do it.
He's gonna take some more damage, but I don't think he's gonna die. We'll see.
We got Svea,
Okay. Well, Rudy is going.
Halford.
Looks like replays one.
I'm sorry, what?
Looks like replays one.
Yes, replays one. So I'm going to ask people with a 1-minute poll which of those replays they want to see. Face your fear of rejection. Not like they'll ban your account. That's right, Quest. That's right.
How did he survive this? Like, seriously. How is he?
Yeah, Wolfie, 100%. 100%. Just go for it. Just go for it.
He's just stalking his prey. His Hydro is on now to detect the Vermont.
Sensor.
Vermont is, and more important,
Okay, people are back from commercials, I think, at this point. Replays one. So I want you guys to vote for which replay you want to see. I've got 4 choices. You're currently running. Svea, Halford, Libertad, and Leon. Come on, or what's going on, my friend?
pretty broadside. And that just happened. Oh my god.
Tyler, that's an impressive victory rate. Let me just say that.
Is that co-ops or is that randoms?
I know, right? Here's
Because
a
I think
shout out.
it has to be 1,000 random battles, not 1,000 co-op battles.
A shout out for Captain Honor. Cheers, my friend, fellow World of Warship streamer, Halford.
The Venezia threaded the needle and took 15k off this gear.
All right. I'm going to put up another poll after Halford. Question mark. All right. After Halford, let me get this loaded up. We got Svea, Libertad, Leon.
He would have been better suited
If
to
we have
turns
time.
right and waiting, 'cause he-
All right. I'm going to put the poll up right now.
Oh, look at this, Mafia.
Look at the Shimakaze coming in to save his
Oh,
teammate.
hero play right there.
Mostly operations. Well, operations don't count for win rate. Just saying. 17 away from 5K followers. One day you'll be like that Zath guy.
That was well done.
Cannot run replay. Oh. Alfred is out of the pool. Well, shit. Okay. So, Svea's in lead right now. I'll do Svea, assuming that one runs. And you guys can choose between Libertad and Leon. Or what? That one can't run either? I just downloaded a whole bunch of replays, guys, so I wasn't sure if they would work or not. And it looks like Svea doesn't work either. Okay, well, maybe this poll is done, so let me try the Leon.
I don't know who's down. Get down, Mr. Presenting.
Okay, Leon is
was just
loaded.
uploaded. Yeah, obviously that one was just uploaded. I'm pretty sure it will work.
All right. Yeah, Leon is loading, so we'll do the Leon, and then we'll do Libertad last if we have time, because it's a freaking Libertad.
Oh my god. Okay,
Where is
that's a clip right there, guys. Get
my window? Here's my window.
do the thing.
Okay.
If you're tired,
But yeah, Tyler, dude, just put in for the academy. Like, seriously. Give it a try. Give it a try. How's life? Dude, life is fine. Life is fine. Ooh, double hernia. Ouch. No, I'm not on the mend from that. I just went to, we're in the process of selling our house and moving to Arizona. I'm with my dad right now. And hope to have a place soon. .tm. We can call our own. Here's my replay render. Here's my replay render. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at for that. And I did just hit a have a vacation as well, so that was a lot of fun. Okay, let me message.
but it can withstand some stuff.
Where's he at? Where's he?
Bow and stern.
I'm Mr. Fluffy to you.
Yes, it's a Vanguard. So the way that you take this ship out when you're seeing it at randoms or ranked or whatever, if it's broadside,
All right, we'll get that going. This is a Leon game replay render.
absolutely a huge
Browse and Mr. Fluffy. Get to the game.
as easily as it can.
All right, and then we'll put the build viewer up. That's Google. What? Why are you? Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. Why would it do it that way? Ah, I see. So when you open a link, you know how like it just opens the last visited Chrome page, window, whatever? There you go. Okay, Leon. Write this down. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be a game from I'm Mr. Fluffy to you. He's a fellow Twitch streamer. You can check him out if you want. Hawk or somebody else, if you can shout him out, that'd be great. But if you can't, no worries. He's playing the Leon. This is the Tier 7 French battleship. Now, Leon is a lot of fun. She's got 4 quad turrets. And these are 340 millimeter guns. So 4 quad, that's 16 guns. 16 guns at once, all fired. The very definition of a shotgun, if you will. Her secondaries are nice. Nice to good. I would say more on the good side of things. If you're playing PvE, secondary Leon is chef's kiss. But she's not too bad for randoms, game modes either, or PvP. I know that Big Scheist loves the Leon, swears by it. So this is Mr. Fluffy to use game. Let's take a look at it. Right off the bat, I see that he might be resetting the line or something like that because he doesn't have the range module upgrade. And frankly, you probably want that in a battleship. But he's got the propulsion and the B-hull. And he's got 3 of 4 upgrades. So maybe you can try to conserve credits or something like that. Main armaments mod 1, damage control mod 1, aiming systems, and nothing in slot 4. Slot 4, of course, is good for fire reduction, flood reduction, or propulsion, or steering gears. Do you need steering gears? Let's take a look and see. I always like the look for battleships. I want rudder shift time to be under 15 seconds. There we go. Yeah, it might be saving on credits, right? You remember liking Leon a lot in operations. Did bad things to cruisers. It very much does. And then when you add secondaries, these are the 130 millimeter secondaries, if I remember. Yeah. They do good work on things. They do good work on things. For Captain, Standard Captain, 11-pointer. You've got preventative maintenance for the secondaries, repair, emergency repair specialist, turret traverse, adrenaline rush, and then emergency repair expert. This is PvE. This is random battles. Yeah, if you're not going secondaries, I don't think you need preventative maintenance. Emergency repair is okay. I might go for gunfighter instead. Grease the gears is fine. Adrenaline rush is fine. And slot 4, I'd probably go for 4-point slot. I'd probably go for concealment expert first, and then fire prevention. This would be my last. I think I would pick up. Okay. And then maybe basics of survivability or improve repair party readiness. One of those two. When you pick 2 1-pointer skills, watch this. Okay, so let's say I want concealment, I want fire prevention. Well, now I can't get a 3rd point because you picked 2 1-pointer skills. That's really the problem with all that kind of stuff. You think it's passive registration? I don't know. Try again, Tyler. I don't know what to tell you. And then you're stuck with a 2-point skill. What do you put for 2 points? I'd probably go for the A defense and ASW
Registration
expert.
for the NA server ends today for Super Test.
Registration ends today. Tyler, put it in, man. Put it in. Sounds dirty. Put it in. For signals, you've gone with HP. Indy Yankee for fire extinguishing, flooding recovery time, heal boosting, fire chance, speed, consumables, and anti-air. That's fine. Ramming flag is always good in a battleship, but fine. Only need preventative maintenance. Yeah, you really only need 1 1-point skill, and I'd argue Gunfighter might be better than all of these. Preventative maintenance really is only good if you're running a secondary build to keep your secondaries alive. But if you're not running a secondary build, you don't really care about preventative maintenance. Kind of how I feel about it, at least. All right, let's get into the game. And random battles. Now, Fluffy, I believe, plays on the EU server, the European server. He is top tier. He's up against the Nagato Gneisenau Rook. Double Mackinson that are divisioned. That's LOL. Tufan, Grafspe, Oma, Hawkins, Mahan, Fubuki, Mutsuki. This is a good matchmaking for you, man. Fubuki and Mutsuki are going to be problematic with the torps. The battleships, if they surprise you, that's on you. Yeah. It's not bad. Fluffy's probably sleeping because he's in Europe. Poor guy. Well, you're on Neighbors. You're at ACAP. Nothing too special to talk about here, I guess. Right, Pac? I don't see anything.
Doesn't really look like, no. I
Yeah.
don't see anything really special to talk about either.
Yeah, I like how your Omaha is noping out of CCAP, and your Warspite is noping out of the middle. It is what it is.
The only big threat for battleships he has is probably the Eisenhower on the road, just because they have torpedoes, and then if they get in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good matchmaking for him, I'd say. Hey, Sergeant Sully, you here for the good times? Hell yeah, brother. How have you been, man? Thank you again for the sub earlier, by the way.
Graph speed could also prove itself to be a problem if he knows that if the graph speed knows that it can balance the Leon shells on its upper belt.
Sure. And the Jupfon is also a threat with the deep water torpedoes. Alright, Gresh Bay is way the heck away, so that's fine.
Yep, the battleships ice, that would be a problem.
Yep. Ah, Fubuki spotting you. I scope in and shoot him right now. I frankly don't know why you're not. Probably texting.
Oh,
Don't
boy,
text and sail. Ah, but you've got an Omaha. Oh, he's making the cruiser loser turn. Little low on that. New intern tomorrow. Means a block. Oh, yeah. You told us about that. First shell's missed, and Citadel on the second salvo. Where do you hit sign me up? It should be on that article I linked, Tyler. There should be a button to click or something.
There you go.
Thanks, Packington.
Oh, wait, no, they closed at 10. I thought they closed at 10 p.m. No, they closed at 10 a.m. this morning.
Oh, that's silly.
I thought that's at 10 p.m. No, that's 10
There goes the Fubuki. I mean, you can still try to post if it lets you. I don't know if it will or not.
It depends on what server they're on. That's for the NA server.
Yeah, he's on NA, I think.
I think EU closes.
Ooh.
EU.
Rip the Farragut.
Asia closes tomorrow.
Weird. You are losing destroyers very quickly, sir. Your ACAT is the only destroyer left. Better protect that, dude.
I find it funny how the Super Test looks like the old World of Warships forum.
Because it's based off of that. The one forum that they maintain. That's true, Quest. And I agree, Hujam. Wiki editor is the way to go. Hi, Chase! Only channelable watchable right now. What? What? How you doing, my friend? Shoot the Omaha, not the Rook. While streamer community is dying. Chase, you probably don't know this. Chase, did you know about Kevasib? How you doing, iChase, by the way? And if I get somebody to shout out iChase, appreciate that. You're good? Yeah, you saw the post. Right, okay, alright. You probably knew Kevasib better than I did because he was streaming back when you were a CC as well. Sadly, before my time. Guys, if you don't know iChase, I mean, one of the pillars of the community, I'd say, way back when, as the game started and progressed. And just a nice dude. There's the shout out. There you go. There you go. All right, we just got ourselves a follow. Thank you very much for that. What's going on here? What the heck? Weird. Nice Citadel.
Problème résolu, chef.
You're most welcome. You are most welcome to that shout out. ABC with the follow. Thank you very much, ABC. Welcome. Welcome to the crew, my friend. Back when 20k followers. Yeah.
That was definitely the average Omaha moment.
Alerte incendie.
Yeah. You you just knew it was happening. You just knew it was happening. Didn't play much with Kevy since he was more co-op, relaxed kind of play. Didn't play much randoms. Yeah, he did do randoms more recently, Chase. I don't know if you followed him more recently, but he did play randoms a lot. He just played lower tier. He played tier 6. I do.
Actually, I've considered trying to get to streaming, but it just mainly be just me playing operations, basically.
Yeah. Omaha was 100% the reason you took your first long break from the game back. Yeah, darling, it's pain. It's tough. He was doing randoms a lot, 27-19, yeah. And he was doing randoms a lot more recently too, like I said. Mostly just tier 6 though. Really interesting, Hujam.
So is that, did you see that they're releasing a Nazar Lane Tashkent?
No.
We're gonna get a Tashkent clone soon then.
Well, that's exciting. Exciting for me, not so much for Grunty if he ever comes back to the game. It was after CV rework that Kevy quit high tier. Oh, after the CV rework, interesting. Well, he does like carriers, but okay, interesting. Nice kill there. Yeah, I used to play a lot of, I used to do a lot of, iChase's competitions. Actually, iChase is part of the reason why I stayed involved in the game as much as I did, because he'd put competitions out there as Monday Rules challenges, and I went for him. I won, what, 3, 4, 5 of them? I don't remember. But I also won your 100,000 subscriber, 150,000 subscriber celebration. They were fun. They were fun. And his competition, his challenge was this: Tier 4 battleship, shoot HE only and sail only in reverse. So I took my Arkansas Beta in reverse the whole time, and I was so upset because that was the pilot season of Ranked, and I couldn't believe how frustrating Ranked was, and it only got worse, guys. So I played my Arkansas Beta in reverse, and Chase, you may recall, I taunted the enemy in all chat, and I told them to butt ram me, and they wouldn't do it. So I just killed them. I burned them down. I got a Witherer in an Arkansas Beta. Exactly, exactly. I did do better than a big chunk of the team. So
Arkansas Beta has like 7 main guns, right? Or like,
well, it's a Wyoming.
Guns, right?
It's a Wyoming, so it's got 6 turrets that are twins, so it's 12 guns.
Oh, yeah, I was off by 1.
Plus secondaries, and this is a pre-buff secondaries. This is just the original random American HE secondaries, which at the time, the Japanese 140s were AP secondaries, which they didn't do much.
I know those are from my time, but I have spent a lot of time looking at the older patch notes of the game.
Yeah. It's a Wyoming with all the upgrade slot with tier 8 upgrade slots, but it's a Wyoming base hull, the A hull Wyoming.
So it gets no AA guns.
Yeah. Exactly, Taz, yeah. And the funny thing is, when they released information about the Arkansas Beta, they said it had, quote, great anti-air, and it's got 0 anti-air gun.
Also, I just checked, the Arkansas Beta actually has 6 upgrade slots, so you can take the artillery plotting room.
Yes, exactly right, yes. And there were so many times I switched between reload mod and artillery plotting room because I just didn't know what was better, you know? Way back when.
And that thing is slow.
Chase, dude. I'm hoping, so, you know me, I'm gonna be here until they turn the lights off on the servers. And maybe even after. But yeah, Flamu's dealing with some of his own health issues. I have a feeling he'll be back though. He'll bounce back. You can't kill Flamu. Archie Beta has anti-air so great, doesn't need any. That's right. The one thing it did though is it taught people how to dodge, especially in the RTS days, how to dodge carrier drops. That was very helpful.
You can recreate the Arkansas Beta experience in terms of AA guns with the Ashen Court.
Yeah.
The real, I forget which one. The name of it.
Yeah, he does need to take care of. Everybody needs to take care of their health. Second return to RTS. That's not gonna happen. He does need to take it easy. Well, and he was very much into like working out and stuff like that. And I am too, frankly, with the move and everything. I've taken a break from that. But yeah, I mean, it's like, oh god, Nagato behind you. My dude, you are putting yourself in danger. I really don't like where you're going right now. You're giving broadside to the Nagato, and then you're gonna turn out and give broadside to the Mackinson if he's paying attention. Okay. I like the shot on the Grasp Bay. Oh. 51 HP. 51! This is when you wish you had a secondary build. What's going on, Aldeus? Oh, you did get the kill with the secondary. There you go.
The Grasp punched him back a bit.
Oh, nice kill.
Double Kraken.
Wow. Oh, Aldeus, I've been fine, thanks. In the process of moving on vacation, a lot going on. Halloween mode. RTS would be a great scare, true. Man was Pat Sajak of the Warships community. That's a good way of describing him. Sure. Oh god, Fluffy, it's just you, man. I really don't like this because you're gonna charge into his torpedoes. I really don't like this.
The only that's going for it is torpedoes.
You dodged. Hurry, get your gun. Look to the side. Look to the side. Come on. Shoot her. There you go. With the Pitadel, of course. Of course. Get your heel going. Shoot the Nagato. Forget the Mayhem. Shoot the Nagato. Oh my god. It locked on the Mayhem. Oh no! You shot the Nagato, but it locked on the man. Oh, dude! You got.
That probably ruined the match, huh?
It very much did because you lost. Oh, we got ourselves our first death pick of the night. That's exciting.
First death pick in like what, over a month?
First, thanks, Pac. Jeez.
Hey, just point out the facts.
I knew I could count on you to point out the facts. Ay, 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 ay. Fun game, yes. Dude, the better thing to do would have been to turn out instead of in right there. Look at that. Look at that medal count. Look at that medal count.
A game like that is the type of games that haunts me. And like, I just remember it when I try to fall asleep, like, damn, I was so close to winning that game and I just messed it up.
An exercise in frustration for sure.
Oh, he finished the Signs for Victory with the final task.
Panic less, yes. Oh, he finished Signs of Victory. You're right, with honors. With honors.
He completed all the tasks.
8 sinkings, correct. Slacker teammates, also correct. We'll see it on the replay render here. But Fluffy, I think the only thing for you is when you went into B and the rest of your team was into B towards the end of the game, dude, just turn away, kite away, and then handle stuff. You spend a little bit too much time broadside to the Nagato and everything else, and I think you pay the price for that. Let's take a look at your damage received.
Honestly, if the game didn't lock him onto the Mahan instead, or Mayhem, whatever,
yeah,
he would have had that double Kraken.
Oh, I agree. He would have gotten the kill on the Nagato, and probably would have gotten the kill on the Mahan as well. But in that situation, Nagato so low, broadside, kill the Nagato first. And if it's not locking on right, X key to break the lock, and X key again. And there you go. Now, iChase, I'm Mr. Fluffy to you. He's also a streamer, and he streams over on EU server. So you might be able to catch him online if you want. It doesn't help that your destroyers all decided to just derp and die either, right? I mean, you had the one destroyer on your team at A that lived for a bit. That's the state of randoms.
I think, just playing with those 2 new friends I have that just got into the game. We got tier 6 in one night. So that just showed, and that was just co-ops. So imagine how much quicker it would have been if it was randoms.
I mean,
it's just too easy to get going in this game.
All due respect to your friends, Pac, it's trivially easy to get to tier 6 now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is it's so easy to get to tier 6.
Yeah.
And now they're almost at tier 8 now.
Yeah.
In one day after that.
Pac,
so
can you do me a favor and shout out iChase? Chase, I don't know if you're still streaming or not, but
I don't know, mod.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Right here. Do not anybody can shout anybody out, by the way. Really? You can shout him out. Anybody can shout Chase out. Anybody. I really don't care about that. Some people like lock it down to like VIPs only or mods only. I don't care. See, Taz, there you go. Do it. Well, I don't care. We shot you out again. Doesn't matter. Did it not work? Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. Whatever. So right here, don't collapse in a B. Agreed, Chase. Agreed. The rest of your team is a B. This is your opportunity to turn away and run. Didn't happen. Guys, what are we gonna do for a title? How's things for you, iChase? How's the baby and stuff like that? How's naval architecture going? Let me try. Maybe we broke it. We probably broke it. That's okay. I know. That's why I'm asking. Almost won. It's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Wow,
You're done with it?
Old clip.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Fluffy, dude, thank you very much for the replay. It sucks it's a loss, but at least you can take solace in knowing that it's not necessarily your fault. Looking at this, I don't know. Guys, title. What are we going to do for title? Let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to go to the back screen. I'm going to run words on stream, and then I'm going to take a 3-minute commercial break. I need to check in with my dad and my wife and figure out what's going on for timing. And if things are looking good, we'll do one more replay analysis, and then sadly we're gonna have to call it at that point. But we'll see. Warm and Fluffy is the title. Okay, I don't mind that. That's nice. A 3-minute commercial break while I sort things out. I'll be right back. Warm and Fluffy. That works. All right, be right back, y'all.
And looks like Raider will take 2 more deep water torpedoes, 1 in the bow, 1 in the stern. Oof, that's double flood for another 20 seconds. And his engines are out.
You say that, and his engines are out. And guess what, Zath? More torpedoes inbound.
But wait, there's more.
That one that snuck past the island is almost guaranteed to hit him up forward here. Unless the Napoli does a Mr. President.
Get down, Mr. President. Let's go.
Napoli plays Get Down, Mr. President, and steps in front of the Deepwater torpedo that would have 100% ended Ritter's game.
Yeah, awesome play there.
Oh, the bastard turned away.
Screen set.
Ooh, that was close.
We're sitting turtles here.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Oh, I'm about to be sandwiched here.
Nom 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 nom.
All right, well, I'm off to go recharge.
Oh, these rooks have torpedoes. I forgot about that.
Thank you,
Yes,
Ocean.
the rook
Thank
has
you.
torpedoes. I kill myself trying to get torpedo runs done often. Because when the battleship cruiser goes 40 knots, it's actually secretly the yellow Amelia.
Oh, oh,
oh, torpedoes! No,
Leo's never got into C.
40 seconds.
He's trying to get into C now.
40 seconds.
Is it gonna happen in time?
He'll get there in time. It's just a question of like, is that enough time for everything else to fall into place? Holy crap!
He's there now.
Nope, not
there.
yet.
Maybe
now,
there.
Now,
there it is.
Now.
A 6-point lead. 5D has a 6-point lead.
But look, that's it. That's
seconds.
it. They win on 33 seconds. Soar wins in 39 seconds.
The game's over in 10 seconds.
10 seconds! Oh my god!
All they had to do, they drove the Ohio and stopped the C cap, and that's the game.
They didn't do the math right. This falls to math.
That's the game.
1 second. 1 second. 5D wins. Oh my god!
Wins.
You fool! All you have to do is come around the corner and AP the Nevsky, and you would have won. You fool! Oh my god!
What a finish!
Look at all these torpedoes coming into the smoke here. The sheep is barely. Ooh, that's a brown alert. Also, radar approaching him.
How about it was the Worcester?
I'm sorry, what? Oh. I'm momentarily away, yes. Are you back live? Yes, I am, Real Durans. Good to see you, by the way. And thank you, Chase, for trying to help out. Appreciate you, man. Okay, Leon is done. Libertad is the last replay. Will it work? It is working. It is working.
Mine's bigger.
Dude, it feels so weird, Chase. You know, I used to hang out so much on your streams and stuff, right? And it's kind of funny, right? Because now it's like, now you're hanging out on mine. Not a complaint by any means, of course. I think it's really cool. Like, guys, I got iChase over here. I got royalty. Just randomly hang out on random streams. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go here. Okay. All right. Feels weird. You are a veteran. 100%. You are a veteran in this game. It's got to feel good, right? Got to feel good. All right, I got to go to render. Starships. Good song. Good song. All right, let's put the build viewer up. And then this is... Who is this? Theta Delta. All right, let me ping him as well. Oops. At Theta. Okay. So they did not use their in-game name on Discord. Play analysis. Is this the one? People like to title things, and it's hard to know exactly what I'm looking at here. This is... Nope, not that one. Oh, this is Nusperkek's game. Yeah, it is. Okay, Libertad. All right. All right, let's let Nusperkek... He's in Europe, so probably sleeping right now. Real Durance, thank you for the lurk, man. Appreciate you. Really do, man. Hope you've been well. Hope all you guys been well. I really missed the hell out of all you guys. You know that. You know that. I missed the hell out of all of you. Chase, you're a fellow content creator. Is my mic okay? It's a little bit farther away from my mouth than I usually am at home. So I'm just curious if everything sounds okay. Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. I turned the gain up a little bit. So that I think that helps. I think that helps. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will be our last replay analysis of the day. This is going to be Theta Delta, which is Nosprex in the Libertad, the Tier 10 Pan-American battleship of craziness. Up a wagon, hello. Hola to you. This ship is known as a secondary monster, does a lot of crazy things. Just overall, quote-unquote, easy ship to play. Now, I'm not a fan of Libertad. I'm not a fan of Libertad because, for whatever reason, my guns typically don't do the damage I want them to do. And when I face enemy Libertads, they always seem to do more to me than I do to them, which I don't like. I think part of it is because of their British 419mm guns. I'm just not a fan of those. So I find myself shooting a lot of HE more than AP, for example. Now, this is an asymmetric game. Yes, I probably overthink it. Okay, so you're probably right there. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the build. This is an asymmetric game, so lots of bots and stuff to beat up on. So generally speaking, with Libertad, you go for a secondary build for it. He is the correct choice at range. Go full stupid and you'll do great. That's true. Libertad's guns are the same as the I know, it's why I hate the Collingwood so much. So, auxiliary armaments mod 1, damage control mod 1, secondaries, damage control 2 for less fire and flood, torpedo lookout system, and finally auxiliary. Now, in a PvE environment, torpedo lookout system is a great choice because it helps you detect enemy torpedoes so that hopefully you can dodge them earlier, take less damage, that sort of thing. Far more important than concealment in PvE. In PvP, player versus player, randoms, and ranked especially, I'd go for concealment module. Now your captain is Lisboa. Lisboa is a special captain. He has a buffed brisk skill as well as a couple of talents. One is that after you use combat instructions twice, you magically have 5% faster ship speed. And you always start at 20% of your combat instructions. So essentially, you fill up your combat instructions bar quicker. Now, your combat instructions in Libertad increase your secondaries range and your secondaries reload. So it's kind of nice. So, you know, there's some good synergy here. And then finally, if you get enough main battery and secondary hits, 175 of the two of them together, you get a buff to secondary battery reload time as well as main battery reload time. So Lisboa is a fantastic commander. Now, me personally, I have a Valparaiso specific build on my Lisboa, and I think I have him on the tier 8 or the tier 10, but not the best build for the tech tree ship. But, you know, I play Valpo far more. If you don't have Valparaiso, putting him on Libertad or Los Andes is probably where I'd go, depending on how frequently you play tier 10 or tier 9 or even tier 8 with the Iparanga. Now, your skills, you went with emergency repair specialist, risk, secondary range, secondary manual secondaries, furious, and fire prevention. Furious is an interesting choice. If you're on fire, you get the first fire, you get 10% reload boost, and then each fire or flood after, it's another 5% reload boost for main guns. It's a nice build, Wolfie. I don't know that I would do this. And the reason I say this is because in PvE especially, Furious is nice to get the main battery shooting, but I kind of feel like secondaries, I mean, if you look at up here, it's the secondaries that do the talking on the ship line. So I might drop Furious in favor of Emergency Repair Expert. This has American DCP 20 seconds. So Emergency Repair Expert gets that up to 22 seconds. Really nice. And then also you get a buff on your heal, so you're healing more, and you get an extra charge of Repair Party. Which if you're playing PvE, it's nice. It's nice. Libertad's heal is nicer than a normal heal. The niche build, but it follows a plot. Yes, that's true. Okay, I mean, this is where you went, so we'll leave it at that. You got 3 points left. I would probably go Adrenaline Rush. I mean, how can you not go Adrenaline Rush in this ship? So there you go. That's your final build. You've got ship HP, fire extinguishing, fire and flood chance. It's fire chance. Heal boosting, speed, secondaries. It's fine. I mean, it's all good. You don't need flags necessarily in PvE, in like asymmetrics, but it's fine. Go for it. Let's draw out the build viewer. Bam. Cowboy Bebop. Great choice. On your team, you've got a main, a Tempesta, which is a Loria clone, a Castilla, and an Archerfish. And of course, there's bots. So, see how this works.
Action stations.
I mean, the main being there makes it nice, just because there's gonna be tier 9s or some more damage.
Yes, the main automatically increases the enemy's tier. So, more damage for you, also more XP for you too, right?
Yep. So the Archerfish being there kind of also means more damage for you, since
He's
subs
submerged.
I don't find subs really to be that effective in asymmetrics.
No. No, I agree with you. Now, personal opinion, when I play Ipiranga, when I play Los Andes, even when I play Libertad, I typically have HE in the barrels because I find I do more reliable damage with HE in the guns, setting fires, and then, you know, combination secondaries, main battery, causing fires after they DZP that are sticky. I find that seems to work better for me than just going for just AP penetrations. Where is the main going? If you turn south of this island, you're in trouble because you're by yourself. Looks like he's going south of the island. I would probably slow down or turn out here.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Secondaries on the Tashkent. And here's again where HE might be helpful because probably do more reliable damage here on the Tashkent. It is different, Wolfie. It is very much so, yes. You're maintaining your angle. Problem with this is now you're going to get into Tashkent torpedo range, aggro torpedo range, and you're also showing broadside to anything that's in the middle of the map. So I'd be turning out. Okay, good. There you go. A little late to choose, but better late than never. Might want to get a heal started.
On fire.
There's your kill with the secondaries.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Decent amount of Kagro. I should watch you play Libertad in asymmetric. You play like an absolute idiot. I'm way overthinking it. There you go. Uh-oh. Bit of a lag spike there. So, I like to give feedback. You know this, Chase. I like to give feedback as if you're playing a random battle. Because, frankly, like,
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
when I look at PvE, I want to build the mannerisms and skills so that I can play randoms and do a fantastic job in randoms, right? If this was a random battle, those enemies would have been a much bigger threat. So I'm always of the mindset of I'm always practicing, I'm always learning, I'm always trying new things, whatever. Time turns after red BB gun samples. Right, you have to time them after they shoot. Exactly, yes. Now he's going broadside again. Which is scary, but you're in a Libertad, so I guess I have to allow it. This is the part where I lose half my HP, when I'm broadside in Libertad. But we're gonna watch him. Oh, that's a big hit. Never mind. Ooh. Yeah, you better hit that. Now is where you probably wish you had improved emergency repair expert at the tier 4 slot. A bit of lag for you here now. You see it on the top left. Here's the F key. Now your F key is charged up with main battery hits as well as potential damage. So as long as you're not taking a lot of damage and you got good potential, you charge up your funny button. Not bad. Warp Speed Ho. Great song. Alright, there you go. Shift speed has increased, and this is your second combat instructions usage. But yeah, all you have to do in this ship is just bow into most of them and then just, you know, reverse if you need to, or advance to get into range, whatever. This is the second time now that you've changed your turret's sides. You had a super asymmetric today. While you did die, you had like 8 kills. Jacksonville barely did anything. There you go. Bots will hit any ship if you give them the slightest of angle. That's very true. They know where to hit, man. They know.
It's almost like they have aimbot.
Yeah. But, so Chase, go back to where you said I'm overthinking. Right now, look how low hit points he is, right? If I was overthinking things and played accordingly to those overthinking, I'd have a lot more hit points right now. Problem asymmetric is sometimes you trying to play as random cause you to lose. Yeah, that's true. You don't want to hide behind islands, take tactical positioning, that sort of thing. Very much true. You just play like a derp. Sinkings will come naturally. The caps will also kind of come naturally. There's the kill. Moving on to the Minnesota. Fortunately, this thing is big enough that you're probably going to get hits and charge up your funny button with it. Got lucky on the Minnesota. How so, Hujam? If you were in the lib, you would have died there. Yeah, Minnesota kind of didn't do much damage, did he? That's what you're talking about. All right, funny button, funny button, funny button, funny. F, 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 F. Come on, come on, come on, funny button. Get this guy killed. Ah, you're being greedy now. You figured he's on fire, so he'll die, so you're being greedy to wait till later. Okay. That's your last heal, by the way. Maybe slow down and make sure you get the cap? I'd probably slow down and make sure I get the cap here. Now you're slowing down. Isn't he? Yeah. You are greedy a lot in asymmetrics. And I get it. I don't blame it, but damn. It does teach people terrible random battle habits. So that's the reason why I always say, like, I still like to play asymmetrics like randoms, just to get the practice in, so that, like, if I do play randoms, I still feel like I can do things. Oh my god, somebody else raided. Who the heck just raided? Wrong window. There we go. Obnoxious Potato. What's going on, dude? Here comes the Kraken. That's right. Oh my god. How's it going, y'all? I love my AI bot. Obnoxious, thank you very much for sharing your community with me. For those of you guys who don't know, hold on a second. I gotta do this button. I'm Lord Zath, World of Warships community contributor for World of Warships. Welcome on in, everybody. We're back after a 5-week hiatus. You're in good hands. We're doing replay analysis right now. And let's get back to the game. We're looking at a Libertad game in asymmetrics. Still in the process of moving. We sold our house, or trying to, and we need to find a place to move to.
Go to twitch.tv/Lord_ZADH, follow, and write something in chat.
So, to celebrate the raid, guys, we always do giveaways on this channel. So, if you want to join in, just make sure you follow the channel. Following is free. Type anything you want in chat, and you're in. You got 10 minutes to do that. And, you get a CC container, which is good stuff for World of Warships. Oh, Aldeas, very new city. From Chicago to Phoenix, my guy. Very much a new city. No way you can charge forward and torp 3 ships in front of you and walk away from it. Not in Libertad. But you are about to get into the B cap, so there you go. From freezing to scorching. You got it, my dude. My dad lives in Phoenix. I wanted to be closer to him. And I also wanted a more, how do you want to call it? More predictable weather pattern. So there you go. Fabio BG2, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you, my friend. Welcome on in. Oh, hello. Broadside Lepanto. Sad. See, these are the 419s. I hate the 419s. They just don't do the damage you think so. Hots and face melting. Oh yeah, I'm fine. How about destroy not low? Ah, okay. F. There you go. There you go. Little late there, but that's okay. With a Pitadel, of course.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
And you got the Raj. Kizakasis. Alright. Game secured. You're good. If you're new to the channel, we do replay analysis here, guys. So we look at players' games. Look, no hands. And I give feedback. This game is a Libertad battle in asymmetrics, giving some feedback as we go. 423,000 damage. Not too bad. Not too shabby. And yeah, we're hanging out, having a good time. GG indeed, Wolfie, indeed, very much so. I got my my dirty water here. This is Jack Daniel's Bicentennial Edition. This is whiskey from 1996. Still good, I guess. My dad's girlfriend's former husband, because late husband, because he died, was a collector, alcohol collector. So we went over to her house because she doesn't drink alcohol, and we cleaned it out. Cheers, y'all. Once all that's gone, I'll get my own stuff. I've been working on getting rid of this for like 4 years. It's taken a while. It's taken a while, but it is what it is. Alright, there's the Kita. You can shoot. Fire your guns! A decade back, you cracked open a still-sealed bottle of Crown from your parents' wedding in the 80s. Damn, Aldeas, there you go. Ooh, sub-torpedoes hit. Maybe? Hard to tell. Either way. Done game. GG's. Libertad, still got it. Still got it, baby. Now, we still have a few minutes left in the giveaway. Make sure you're following the channel and active in chat. That's all you gotta do. This is over on Twitch. I do multi-stream right now to Kick and YouTube as well. I have other multi-stream targets, but at my dad's, I'm worried about bandwidth usage. So I'm holding off for right now for a little bit. I think we lost the post-battle result screens. Yeah, it's kind of a bug sometimes with replays themselves. So let's go ahead and set this one up here to our replay. What? No. Our Libertad game. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Chat. Ideas for title. Should this make its way to YouTube, please share. What do you guys think would be good? It's an okay game. It's a Libertad. It's a Libertad. I mean, it is what it is. Chat, what's your guys' alcohol of choice? Are you vodka people, whiskey people, scotch people, rum, weed. There you go. Okay. Haven't done much weed. You're not a drinker, Chase. Chase. How do I put this, Chase? Chase, based off the picture I got of you at the first CC Summit in, what is it, 2017? When you were like, yeah, you're not a drinker. Which you used as your cover picture for your Naval Training Center video. I get when you're just like you were in it. You were very much in it. You were very much in it, my friend. A bad thing, my God. My guy, that was a lot of fun. We had a great time. For those guys who don't know the story, while this is playing out, those guys who don't know the story, we went to Wargaming St. Pete. This is before, unfortunately, the invasion of Ukraine and all that kind of stuff, okay? And we went to this restaurant that was across the street from Catherine's Palace, right? And they said, whatever you want, order it. You want alcohol? Order it. You want whatever? Order it. Food is coming. Just order your drinks. Now, Sea Raptor and I, we pulled up the wine menu. We ordered a really nice Australian Shiraz, which we had a great time with. Chase, who was it that was like feeding you booze? Chase had somebody that what was his name? I don't remember. He kept on giving Chase. He's like, here, have this. Yeah, it was a Russian guy. Keep having that. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was a very popular Russian guy. And my dad even warned me. He said, when you go to Russia, they will try to drink you under the table. And so he kept on giving Chase stuff. And then we were told, after we had food, go up on the roof for beautiful sunset shots of Catherine's Palace. And there was a bar along the stairs. You go up the stairs, and then halfway up, there's a vodka bar. And he said, do you want vodka? Sure, that's the tradition. Gotta have vodka. So, vodka shot up to, and we had good times up at the room. Let me say, we went back down. Well, you passed the vodka bar again. Gotta have vodka again. Had that again. He found out you never had drink, and so he gave you a double shot of vodka. There you go. So poor Chase is like, ugh, like this the whole time. And if I remember right, the next morning you were kind of dragging a little bit. Who cares? We had a freaking good time. He's like, hey, I didn't see you drink it. Have another one, right? Exactly. Have another one. Popping the vodka cherry, right? Seriously. Like the next morning I woke up, Chase was late. Let's just say Chase was late to our gathering. Me, I woke up, I went to my backpack and everything was soaked. And I'm like, what the hell? It was kind of like the movie The Hangover, when you wake up and there's a tiger in your bathroom and you're like, what? I didn't have a tiger in my bathroom, but you know, everything was wet. Turns out that particular hotel we were staying at had a water leak from the ceiling, and it was dripping water into our stuff, or at least into our room. My backpack just happened to be there, so oof. But damn, it was a good time. Let me just say that it was a damn good time. I think Chase, you'd agree with me there. Chase, do you remember going up to that souvenir stall and Flamu was streaming live and somebody gifts him the money to go buy a hat or whatever? Like, Raptor and I looked at ourselves, what the hell is this? No, like, what the hell just happened? It was crazy. Welcome aboard, tattooed on your genitals. There you go. Went up the Singing Tower in Pushkin. There you go. Right. Well, there's the replay, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what titles to put for Libertad. I feel like it's kind of basic, easy. I don't know who just won. Who won? Oh, Chase won. Chase, you won. Yeah, you did win. LMAO. Do you even still play the game? My goodness. Anyway, cheers to you, Chase. Cheers to everybody else for being here. Pusher Todd, I like that. Write that down. Pusher Todd. Calculated asymmetrics. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I have to end the stream. It's 7 o'clock Pacific or Arizona time. My dad just made his dinner. My wife and I did make our dinner. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm gonna look into timing moving forward. I don't know how things are working. Aldeus, I don't know about Monday. Monday would be Borderlands 4. We'll see. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a poll. I want you guys to tell me which to YouTube. Yes, it is Monday for you, Sarge Sully. Absolutely. Have a good meal. It's leftover Philly cheesesteak. It's gonna be yummy. What's Windrose, Aldeus? What's Windrose? All right. We have a Massachusetts clan battle. Calling that one Bronze Blitz. We have a Jaeger. Calling that one Trigger Happy. What else do we have? We have a Druid. Calling that one Reign of Steel. We have a Leon. Warm and Fluffy. And then finally we have Libertad. Push or Todd. Guys, we're going to start a vote. It's a survival pirate game. Okay, cool. We're going to start the vote. You guys tell me which replay should make its way to YouTube, if any. Okay. You all have one vote. You can use channel points for additional. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And, Jesus. What a day. I missed the hell out of you guys. I really missed you guys. I missed you all. I missed you guys all. Let me do this. I'm going to go to the focus on my screen. Because I missed you guys all. I really did. I'm in my dad's. Everything looks a little bit different. Okay? I'm at my dad's. Keep that in mind. I'm hoping to find a new house. I'm hoping to move into the new house in a month or so. We got a realtor. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Hopefully we'll figure it out. But I miss the hell out of you guys. So thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate you guys. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. In a few moments, we'll go to the ending screen. But for now, hey. Chase, thank you for hanging out. Any other stories you want to share? Hi, Chase, from your experiences. I gotta say, I mean, I'm making you cry? Oh, hot gamer. Oh. Dude, remember when we went to Kronstadt and we saw all those like active duty destroyers there? That was so cool. We went to the cathedral. That was a lot of fun. Remember the hookers? Remember the hookers at the hotel? There's like 2 women hanging out at the hotel, like on a bench, and iChase is like, "Oh, I think they're hookers," and he sends that to, who did you send that to? Sub Octavian. He's like, "I think there's hookers here," and Sub Octavian's like, "Okay, this hotel is shit. We will never use this hotel again. It is shit." Whatever. Who cares? My God, that was a lot of fun. You know what? What do I know? Most memorable hotel. Oh, it very much was. It was a very memorable hotel. very, very. And then I remember getting in the car. It was me, Raptor, Pem, I don't know who else was in the car, but they played "You Know My Name," like the James Bond song from Casino Royale. You Know My Name, and we all started singing, including the driver, the Yandex driver, and that was a really fun memory for us. That was a really fun memory from us. Really had a good time with that one. The breakfast was legit. Yes, the breakfast was legit. Yes, it was. Now, Chase, you didn't get to go to the second CC Summit in God, what was it, 2 years ago in Belgrade? But we had fun with alcohol. We had fun with alcohol. We had fun with alcohol. As a matter of fact, I went to Killer Bin and I said, "We need a well-being check on Painter," and he said, "Sick." Because me and Painter and a couple others, Daniel Rusev, went out drinking with who was it? With Serapis. And Serapis was like, pull out your app, your calculator app, and tell me how much alcohol I can buy with this cash. And we figured out we had such a good time, man. We had such a good time. Chase, dude, I hope you I hope you'll come back to streaming at some point, because man, we need it. We need it, dude. We've had a good time. We've had a good time, but hey, you know what I mean? Gotta bring some of the OG people back. Some OG people back. I still can't believe when we went to the Anchors Away Anaheim and you had your freaking entourage with you. You had your people with you. And you're sitting there in the lobby playing with you on your laptop. And there's like 2 or 3 other people with their laptops, right? All playing the game. All playing the game. You guys picked the Libertad of all things? Why did you pick the Libertad game? Okay. All right. Well, I'll figure out a second replay to send to YouTube. But like, man, now, Chase, that was the same time that I went, I was there too. We were in the Hilton, right? We had breakfast. And I'm up there having breakfast, and I'm there with C-Raptor, a bunch of wargaming people. Pam was there. I don't remember if she was a CC. I think at that time, she was working for Wargaming as a community manager. And Raptor was chatting about COTS. Do this, do that for COTS. And I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. Who cares? It's COTS. I mean, it's Raptor. And I'm playing the game on my little travel laptop. And I'm eating and playing with just my right hand. And Fem goes something like, Zath, what are you doing? You're playing World of Warships with only one hand. I said, well, that's how you become a super unicum. And she says, well, I've got a 67% win rate. I'm a super unicum. I'm like, honey, I've got a 69%. Get on my level. Play with one hand. Now your ISP seems to have possibly fixed the infrastructure problems. You should go for it all day. Go for it. If you do stream all day, and this goes for anybody else, let me know. And remind me, because I'll forget. But remind me, shout you out at the very least. It's the least I can do. Chase, were you? Yeah, I should have been. Remember in the bus, Chase, when Fem talked about how guys only last like 6 minutes? You remember that joke? Remember that when she said that? Do you remember what I said when she said that? For those not in the know, she said most men last like 5 minutes, and she said it with like a sad face. And I said, spreadsheet says she's having fun, and the whole bus erupted in laughter. And poor Fem just red face. We had a good time. We had a good time. I miss those moments. I miss the times with you. I miss the times with Leicester Studios, which is in St. Pete now. I miss all of the people we got to meet. I miss the people we met in Wargaming over in Belgrade, Serbia. I hope to see them again sometime. I really did miss them. Really do miss them. And I miss all the connections made. Chase, you know, as a fellow content creator, it's really about the relationship you build with people. That's what matters the most. That's what matters the most. So I need to take a moment and thank you all for tuning in tonight. I know it's late. It's much later than my normal stream on Sundays. Realtor looking at houses delayed the start, but at least we got to hang out. Tomorrow night is uncertain right now. Friday. I think Friday's going to happen, guys. Friday should happen. Replay analysis, hanging out, playing World of Warships. Sunday will absolutely happen. My dad is leaving. I am a West Coast streamer now. That is true, Jem, but I want to start my streams a little bit earlier if I can, like an hour earlier. If it needs to go longer, I'm down with that. I'm in Arizona, right? So in the wintertime, I'm only an hour ahead of you in Chicago. Only an hour. Summertime I'm 2. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But guys, I can't thank you enough for tuning in today. I didn't know who would be here. I need to thank WorldSpoon and Obnoxious Potato for the raids. If you guys came in on their raids, you're part of their communities, please take a moment and just say, hey, Zath really appreciated the raids, because awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Now, I completely forgot to restart my rerun PC, but whatever. We'll get it done. Guys, you're going to see some links in chat. You can help me out by clicking those links, including the rerun stream, which is going on right now. And I was so freaking blown away to see so many people hanging out on the rerun channel. It helps me so much. It helps a lot because the money earned on rerun channel can be used to pay for electrical, help pay for staying at my dad's, all that good stuff. You're tired now. No worries. Cabrera Music, no worries. You're on the other side of the planet. There you go. There you go. All right, we're going to go stream ending. Guys, who am I going to raid? You let me know. Who should we raid? Let me know in the chat, guys. Here we go. There's the links coming up. There's the rerun channel link. Guys, who we raiding? Huh? Who we raiding? Umpus Welt. Are they a German streamer? Looks like a German streamer, huh? Umpus Welt. All right, they are streaming. They're playing Enshrouded. Okay, that's fine. Sits in Canada, but yes. Okay. Good choice. That's fine. Chase won the I love it. I love it. Chase won the CC container. It's so nice to be able to give Chase a prize. He gave me so many prizes. Oh my God. I'm having a fangirl moment. Oh goodness. Commercial breaks in progress. Of course. Of course it happens. Who else is streaming right now? Let's see. There's my socials. Hang out over there if you want. We're almost to 17,000 followers. Highfire. We can put Highfire down if you want. Sure. Wait a second. Are we at 95 out of 100 for April? Are you freaking kidding me? You guys. 5 sub points away from 100 for April? Are you kidding me? Wow. That's amazing. Like, we got things sorted out, right? December, January, February. So March, the Plus program started. What the? Yeah, but Aldeus, you don't need to make it happen. That's awesome, but you don't need. Wow. I didn't think that would be a big deal, frankly. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't think it would be a big deal. All right, new poll, who to raid? There's my Fabletics link. Now, they have unfortunately stopped doing sponsorships for streamers. So they've said. Still fantastic clothing, so check them out if you want. They are good people, my goodness. All right, one my Umpus Welt. And then Highfire. Okay? I have 3 people. Who else do you guys want me to raid? Let me know. Put it in chat, guys. Put it in chat. Who else is out there that we can raid? I'm gonna put Lady Fufu. Lady Fufu. Kara Music, thank you so much. Much love to you as well. And you are so kind. You are so kind. You are so kind. I love streaming. I love hanging out with you guys. It's amazing what we can do together, really, as a streamer community. All right, I'm going to add Sea Donkey and we're going to call it. There's the DevStrike forums, guys. Check them out if you want. They are good people. Unofficial World of Ships forums. Okay. Please tell me a commercial break isn't. Okay, good. The poll is up. Vote, guys. You got 1 minute to vote. Everybody gets 1 vote. And then you can use channel points for additional. We've got Oopus Velt, my rerun channel, Highfire, Lady Fufu 1, and Sea Donkey Gaming. Now, Sea Donkey is looking to join the partner program as well. You are a very good stream entertainer too. Oh, thank you very much. You are too kind. I have a great time. I love you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I missed the hell out of you guys. 5 weeks. 5 weeks I missed you all. But we're here now at least. So at least that works. Oh, Chase, thank you for hanging out today, by the way. Like, I really do appreciate it. I know, of course, you can hang out with whoever the hell you want to. And I really appreciate that you chose to hang out here. You know? That's so nice of you, man. So nice of you. You take care of yourself as well. And I'm glad you're doing it. Jimbo! Jimbo, I shouted you out earlier. Can I shout you out again? Welcome back and good luck with everything. Thank you, Compass Rose. Thank you so much. All right, Jimbo. Shout out. Jimbo, we're ending our stream. Highfire is the winner. Okay. Always enjoy. Yeah, dude. You know, I was going through the freaking mountains one time when you were doing your giveaway stuff, iChase. And I had your stream up. And I remember my dad like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I might win a graphics card. I didn't. I don't care. You know, it was cool. Massachusetts. Yeah, I've got so many of those. Okay. Jaeger. How many replays are plenty? Druid. And then finally, Leon. Oh, so many Druid games. Okay, Leon. Not many Leon games. When's my last Leon? 2022. Okay. Leon game and Libertad are going to YouTube. Then there you go. Hey, appreciate you, Jimbo. And look, dude, I often forget that people stream. So just remind me, dude. I'll shout you out. I actually met with Jimbo in person when we were doing when I was doing my drive down. It was outstanding. Outstanding. All right. Do you guys want me to go to Highfire, huh? We'll go to Highfire. All right, let me get this thing up here. He's wearing a weird pirate hat. It is cool. Guys, a couple of things while we're doing the raid, okay? First of all, there's a link to my charity drive for Fabletics, focusing on veterans' mental health through gaming. Man, they're trying to fight off veteran suicide. It's a worthy cause, great cause. Consider, feel free, donate to that cause. There's a link, the Tiltify link, okay? I do have a Patreon if you're looking for some one-on-one health, one-on-one tutoring off stream. There's a Patreon. I just ask if you join my Patreon, reach out to me, hold me to the agreement. Just say, Zath, you owe me this. We'll get it taken care of. Kibagami RX7, thank you for the follow. RX7, Mazda, great car. There's Patreon. I do also stream on YouTube and on Kick. Great places to follow me there if you have those accounts. YouTube especially, because I've ignored it for a long time, but Kick works as well. Good night to you, Seabear. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my friend. And more streams coming. You have a 94. You have a, okay, so it's a second gen RX-7. Damn, Kibagami. I have no idea. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, we're seeing you in a minute. See you in a bit. Going on off to Highfire now.